What on earth?
You love this one, EliteAri?
I don't even know what you're singing. Like, I can hear music through your
The
speaker or
third
something.
OP, EliteAri, the third OP.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to know my thoughts or not? I have no idea.
No, not at all. That's the best one, though. We'll talk about that when we get in time. I could have just gone. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, like you have.
One day you can join in, EliteAri.
Yeah.
I think I did the first time, too.
All right.
I'm not as confident in that one. What will I sing next time? We all know, because we all know which OP's coming next, and we're all very excited for it. You like Code Geass, EliteAri?
Yep.
Oh, that's a pretty good opening, huh? Anyway, here we are, everybody, to talk about episodes 39 through 59 of Naruto, which is the Chunin exam's second stage, which encompasses all the preliminary battles, the 1v1 fights, and then the training leading up to the finals. But we did not start the finals. We ended our last episode, episode 59, with Naruto getting chased by bulls into the stadium. My goodness, we'll talk about that when we get to it. Now, usually we start these little things. We introduce EliteAri. We tell them to give our overall thoughts and stuff like that. But we're going to do it a little bit different today. We will get some overall thoughts, but we will get very vague overall thoughts because as we reveal each individual fight, we'll find out what EliteAri thinks about them. So we're not going to start off talking about the big ones. We're just going to go in order and see what's up. So, EliteAri, would you like to disappoint everybody by telling them that you did not enjoy these fights at all and you hated this group of episodes?
I can, in terms of the fights, I can say that I think some were boring and some were great. Okay, so there was actually stuff in this that I liked quite a lot in terms of the fights. Overall, in terms of like comparing this to like the past stuff we've seen, I feel like it's pretty comparable to how much I enjoyed the last stuff we talked about, like the beginning of the Chunin exam stuff.
You were very high on that last part. Well, relatively.
I would say like these two parts that we've watched so far have been so much better than anything in that first section. Like that first section is easily the worst part, like by far. So this
it's everybody's favorite.
Yeah, I don't know why, but you know, this was good. I would say overall, I enjoyed this. You know, I started out, I was actually very excited to get into this because I was like, oh, it's been a while. You know, we ended with like a cliffhanger basically. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen? And you know, I enjoyed it. It was good.
True, and you did watch these episodes a little bit ago, right? I was the lazy one.
Not really. No, I started like on Sunday or Monday or something, and then I just had to get it over because I had a bunch of other stuff to do. It had nothing to do with how much I enjoyed it.
I thought you'd been watching them all or like 2 weeks ago or something. So that's better than I thought, actually. So were you excited for like which pairing each time? Were you like, oh, who's next? Even though the episode titles spoil them all.
No, firstly, I would try and avoid looking at the episode titles, okay? But then he'd read it out like.
What about when Naruto shows up and says it?
Yeah, I know, but you know, then I was like, you know what, it's pointless. Why am I not looking? But even then, even when that happened, I still didn't look. I was like, I'll wait for Naruto to tell me. But
I think it's definitely. Mm-hmm. You should definitely try and avoid looking at the titles of the episodes before the episodes.
Yeah, I do.
Because there are general spoilers. And I think the big one I'm thinking of doesn't spoil it. Like, the thing that is the spoiler happens before the title card.
That's good. Don't worry, I'm not reading them. I have no intention. But on the matchups, though, you know what I did?
Okay.
I would watch it. It'd show up in Japanese. There'd be no subtitles whatsoever. So I'd sit there and I'd use my Japanese brain and I'd try and decode it. I'd be like, am I reading these names correctly? And sometimes I'd get it right. And I'm like, oh, I'm a genius. I know my Japanese so well. And other times I would not get it right. Yeah.
So you gotta watch on my great pirating site instead of shitty Amazon.
Oh yeah, let me just say, Amazon, terrible in multiple regards. Firstly,
how many subbed episodes did you have to watch?
That's what I'm saying. Firstly, it is like, oh god, in terms of sub, it's not much. It's like maybe like 5 episodes out of this batch, but like subbed. But it is like an annoying thing. Whenever I go to the next episode and I hear the first words spoken out of their mouth and it's in Japanese, I'm like, oh my god, I hate it. Why can't I want the dub right now? And it annoys me so much. But the worst thing, that's not even the worst thing. The worst thing now is that it's separated into seasons. So now we're on season 2. So, and it's like we're on episode 7 of season 2 or something. So I have to keep track of like what number are we going up to. Oh, it's so annoying. Anyway.
Oh, that's not fun at all.
Yeah.
Oh, yuck. Just switch, EliteAri. This is the prettiest piracy site I've ever used.
No, you know what? It's fine.
I don't even remember what it's called.
I'm happy.
EliteAri, you're a simp for capitalism. You're no good such and such. You are. Now, true. I guess I won't ask you particularly about the stuff afterwards. We'll get to it.
Oh, wait. Well, I was gonna say, should I tell you? Because I have another overall thought. But we'll save it actually until we get to it, I guess.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I will say generally, I'm not too high on any of the Chunin exam fights. I actually found the stuff afterwards a lot easier to watch, which I watched like 8
Hmm.
episodes today, and it was all. I think it might have been the last episode of the 1v1 fights. As a kid, I remember thinking the 1v1 fights were really cool. But when I say, because I often say Naruto's the only show with like good fight scenes, all of those fights are in Shippuden. And I do think the
Mhm.
first fight, the first big fight in Shippuden, even the first small fight in Shippuden, is like infinitely better than everything in original Naruto. Now that is definitely a hot take, EliteAri. The people wouldn't
Mhm.
agree with me on such a comment, but I just think that's inexplicably absolutely the truth. And also
Mhm.
my like reverence for Naruto's power system is like mid Naruto Shippuden stuff, where I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, these are just the coolest powers of all time. So I will let that be known. I guess I don't know, since I already know and I've seen these fights a few times before. Sort of getting through the fights is a bit of a slog, I think. But
Mhm.
that was very particular to my.
Yep.
In fact, I'm pretty sure you probably don't like a lot of the shorter ones and think they're kind of boring because they're not with the characters. Now, don't answer me, EliteAri.
What do you
But
mean they're
I
not with the
found those fights
characters?
much more enjoyable. Huh?
What do you mean not with the characters? What does that mean?
Well, the smaller fights are usually with the less important characters
Oh,
or
okay, okay, I
the
understand.
guys that we're obviously
Yep.
going to lose. The but I thought those were the more interesting ones, probably because I remembered them less. But anyway, my opinions don't really matter here, EliteAri. We're here to interview
Excellent.
you.
Well, I have one more opinion to
Um,
just say, actually, by the way.
Go ahead.
It's kind of like a spoiler for what I think about certain stuff, but I have to say, which is that the comedy does not get any better. Just it's whenever the show tries to do comedy, it is kind of striking how like bad it is compared to the rest of the show that is like at least decent, like
We
at
love
worst.
it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not good.
EliteAri's never liked comedy. You just got to forgive him with this. Now, does the is there less comedy the further we go in?
Doesn't feel that
Probably.
way. Okay, maybe.
But EliteAri, we're not even a fifth of the way through now,
All
so
right.
keep your mouth shut. But I'm more thinking about the part 1, part 2 distinction. I don't know. There's like not that much comedy in the fights, but obviously afterwards, it's all
Mhm.
there's comedy until you die. And EliteAri nearly died apparently, but that is interesting. The only other overall thing I have to say about animation, but I think we will save that for the obvious places to bring it up. Last time I did say, and it seems to be the case, like every group of episodes we do, there's generally like one episode with really good animation.
Mhm.
And it seems to have continued, which is kind of interesting that they were on like a 20
That's
episode
very
cycle
interesting to
for
me. I don't know about that. Okay. Wow.
this one. This is actually, I think I agree with what you're about to say, but I didn't want to say it in specific.
I didn't have
We'll
anything to
get
say. Quick.
Well, you seem to disagree with the fact that there was a good episode this
Oh,
episode.
okay, okay.
So is that what you were saying?
No, I'm saying you said that there's like one specific episode that was like way better than the rest in terms of animation. I don't know if there was that.
Well, in the last two, but I don't think so much with this one.
Oh, okay, yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, that was kind of the point I was trying to get to. Anyway, I'm thinking about saying something, but we'll save it. The next little portion we're going to get into, and we should probably make this relatively quickly, is funny predictions EliteAri made last time that are now funny in retrospect. So EliteAri said, and I guess they're going to remain vague because we're not talking about which fights
Oh
ended
my
up
God.
fighting who. But EliteAri said girls must fight girls, and that did kind of happen. There's 5 girls,
Mhm.
and 4 of them got paired up together. And I think and there was one girl that had to fight a boy. EliteAri had a big thing about animal sentience last time, where he's like, this squirrel was like way too sentient
Yeah.
because it was like thanking Rock Lee. And then I was like, EliteAri, shut the fuck up. No, it's not. It's just a dumb anime thing. And then I remembered, obviously, all the frogs speak.
Yep.
So EliteAri is absolutely correct. But also, there's like a distinction between speaking animal, ninja animals, and other animals. I don't know how the Naruto world exactly works with which animals are sentient and which ones aren't. Because that squirrel didn't literally thank
I don't know.
Rock Lee. He just sort of bowed his head.
Mhm.
But true. So that's a very funny. There's no way he's sucking on him. Oh, true. That was an EliteAri guess for
What?
like what was happening in the Sasuke fight about how this guy wasn't sucking Sasuke's chakra out. I don't know why you were
Oh.
so adamant about this, but you were, and that was exactly what was happening. So that was funny.
Mhm.
EliteAri predicted that Madara was one of the Sanin. Obviously, we meet another Sanin member, so you know
Mhm.
there's one spot left. Gaara is the son of the main villain, is something you said last time, which he is the son of the Kaze Kage, so good job, EliteAri. I don't know if he's the main villain, but you're kind of right. You predicted 10 to 15 episodes of 1v1 fights. I think it was exactly 13.
I can tell.
Gaara will fight someone unimportant, was your guess. True,
Okay,
EliteAri.
well,
You were very smart on that one.
that's
I
not
agree.
true.
And your predictions on who passes were definitely Naruto, Sasuke, Shikamaru, Rock Lee, and Gaara. Interesting. You also said probably Sakura, Ino, and Dosu.
Oh my goodness.
And you were very iffy on Neji passing, but you were very confident in the Sound Girl passing, which was funny because she definitely didn't.
Yep.
And you were very adamant the dog guy wouldn't make it. So you're about 50% correct on those sort of predictions.
Wonderful.
And also, we asked the more long-term question of who was going to become a Chunin, and you said the main trio will either all or none of them will pass, which I guess is still technically possible.
Yep.
And then you thought Gaara, Shikamaru, and the Sound Girl would pass too. So you're definitely wrong about one of those, EliteAri. But all those things are very funny. Do you want to comment on any of those things?
Not really. I probably,
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say about it. I'm just a fool sometimes, and sometimes I'm a genius, so I don't know what to say.
Stick around for more funny predictions at the end of this great video. Then I have two things I missed out on saying last time. And one of them was just something I figured out while I was re-listening to our discussion. So I speculated, why does Sakura call Ino Pig? And I think it's because she has a pig nose. I think that's supposed to be the point.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
She has a pig nose?
Because sometimes when she gets mad, her nose like flares. So I think that's it. Because Ino always calls her billboard brow, which is about her big forehead.
Yeah.
And I guess Ino has a weird nose. That's what I'm going with.
All right, whatever. That's fine.
Now, the other part is that we talked about the second ED last time, and you actually liked it a lot. You remember the second ED?
Oh, yeah, I watch it every time, even in this set of episodes.
Until it left.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's the one. There's a great little detail at the end where they're like clearly singing for like Sasuke and the boys to notice them, but then like Naruto turns around at the end and they're upset that Naruto was the one that turned around and noticed them. And that's
I'll have to watch that again. We'll see.
EliteAri never even picked it up.
Yep.
My goodness, what an idiot. That's it, EliteAri. You want to get in some fights?
Absolutely. Let's go.
So the first one was Sasuke versus Yoroi, EliteAri. You remember the great Yoroi? I'm sure you'll never see him again. So
I
this is
barely
okay.
remember him. Yeah.
This is a pretty quick fight. Sasuke did indeed win. He was indeed sucking on chakra.
Yep.
Any comments on this one, EliteAri?
This was very boring, and I didn't like this one at all. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess
this one was okay.
I don't know. Really? It was.
Well, Sasuke uses Lee's move, which is kind of cool. It's like Sasuke's first time he's used his Sharingan to copy something. He calls it Lion's Barrage, and the Naruto will have a similar move eventually. Now, there's a bunch of little cute details that I wrote down, like Kakashi and Guy's team are standing together, but no other teams like standing together. And they kind of, you see the movements of the characters, like for the Lee, for a fight later on, EliteAri, Konkuro is like standing with Naruto, and it's cute to see like the little interactions that the characters have up there. Kakashi's like reading his book. It's pretty funny. There's a moment where he fails to recognize Guy's move or something. And Naruto's making fun of Sasuke throughout this fight, which is kind of funny. He's like, Sasuke sucks. He's not even fighting good. Because Sasuke's like all fucked up. That's another part of this fight. He can't. He's like fucked up because of the curse mark. And Guy says Sasuke reminds him of Kakashi when he was young, EliteAri. What's that about?
I don't even remember that. None of this stood out to me whatsoever. I don't know why.
Oh my goodness,
but I'm sure
EliteAri.
Guy Sensei would be the equivalent of like the Naruto, I'd assume in that dynamic. They are very different.
That means he's our favorite? Question mark?
Definitely not. But I do like Guy. He's really good.
You like Mike Guy?
Yeah.
But you don't like Naruto, but we'll get to that.
I don't like Naruto.
I guess we'll have to catch up with your character rankings after all this, to not spoil things. So interesting. Anko's in disbelief. Sasuke could control the curse mark like this. And then Kakashi goes and he seals the curse mark, which is really cool. I guess we can bring this up here because it's intercut into something else later. There is a Kakashi and Orochimaru standoff that's really cool, EliteAri.
It's crazy. I can't believe it happened so early. I was expecting no one to interact with Orochimaru for like so long. But no, he
does leave after that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but like the fact that they even talked is like crazy. Yeah, and Kakashi was so brave. He was standing up and he's like, he was basically going to fight him, and then he realized he was being an idiot after he left. But,
before this, did you think that Kakashi was like on Orochimaru's level? Because he's very, very scared of Orochimaru.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I figured when they started interacting, I was like, oh, maybe he can at least like ward him off a little bit. But no, seemingly not. He was like sweating, and he was like, why did I do that? Oh my god, I was going to die or whatever. Probably not a
Yeah,
good idea.
it's a really cool moment. I remember that a lot as a kid. He's like, Kakashi was scared of somebody? This is crazy.
It was crazy.
They also, Orochimaru talks to him like he used to know Kakashi, which clearly he did. But he also talks like Kakashi, like he knew Kakashi when he was a little kid.
Yeah.
Which kind of gives you an image of how old Orochimaru is, even though he doesn't look very aged. But we do meet a character that's similar in age to him later, who does look quite a bit older. So, that's interesting.
Yep.
So there's also a cute little detail where Sasuke's mad he doesn't get to watch the rest of the matches, and I'd be like, that's relatable, bro. I want to watch these matches too. And actually, a big important thing that will be important in the future: Sakura doesn't tell Naruto about the curse mark, and Naruto still doesn't know about it.
Yep.
Which is interesting. Everybody else does, just not Naruto. So
that's because Sakura, she keeps her secrets that like people tell her to keep. You know, she's very reliable and trustworthy.
Must be the best.
Yeah.
She's so nice. But true, this one is obviously one of the most forgettable fights in the whole thing. The next one is a little bit less forgettable, I would say, which is Shino versus Zaku, EliteAri. This guy's arms got blown off.
What are you talking about? This guy has bugs in his body. That's like way crazier.
The great Shino!
Oh my god. Yeah, did we know this? I don't remember this.
Yes, we had a big discussion about this last time because you didn't remember it when I brought it up in the discussion, but then I recalled some things, like when Naruto first shows up into the big conference room, Shino says, "You nearly stepped on that bug."
Oh,
says,
yeah.
Back off, Naruto. And then he uses bugs in the forest to like attack people one time.
Well, now he has them inside his body, and it's just gross and crazy.
They live in there and feed off his chakra, EliteAri. That's so cool.
Yep.
Also creepy.
And there was like an army of like CGI ants like running up to them or something. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy.
They do kind of look like ants. Are they beetles? I'm not sure. I can't remember
little
exactly.
Fleas or something. I have no idea.
This is a quick one. Obviously, our boy Zaku over here already had broken arms because Sasuke fucked him up beforehand. And he was still fighting. It is a little ambiguous, and I did look it up. He's not dead after this, EliteAri, in case you were wondering.
No, I wasn't wondering. They like put him on the stretcher. He'll be fine. His arms just exploded.
This is true. Now, I did make a joke in the intro there. In the manga, his arm literally does get blown off. So that's pretty epic, right? We should read the manga. Yeah.
That is kind of crazy.
But here, it's just... I think there's a big hole in it or something, right?
Yeah, there is. Like a few holes. It's like, whoa. Even that was like kind of crazy for this show. But arms blown off, that's even crazier.
We blow some things off. Didn't something get blown up last time or blown off last time?
Yeah, like those people died from Gaara's sand that turned into black mush.
Yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing. True. Sometimes people will get limbs cut off, EliteAri. You got to be prepared for it. Now, I do really like the little character details in each fight. Like, Kiba like is hyping up Shino here because they're on the same team. He says Kiba is the last person I would ever want to take on. That's very cute. And Dosu, who is like the lead sound guy, he like notices that Orochimaru left and he's like upset about it.
Yeah.
Because he wants to impress the great Orochimaru.
Yep.
Oh, and Shino was a nice guy, EliteAri. He did tell Zaku to withdraw multiple times.
That is true. Yeah.
Now, this is actually where the Orochimaru stuff happens. I want to see if there's anything little that they said that we missed. I don't think so. There actually is a great little detail here where Orochimaru says last time he saw Kakashi, he didn't have his Sharingan.
Oh, yeah, true. Which just made me think that, oh my god, Kyle told me that he like took it from someone's body or something. Which I never would have picked up.
That's what I said.
But, yeah. Kind of crazy.
He knew Kakashi when he was little. The opening line is "My how you've grown" or something. That's so fucking cool, EliteAri.
Yeah.
The sound you need. Oh, this is where we get more exposition, I guess, on the sound village, where it's Orochimaru says it's his village, and his ambition is to assassinate Lord Hokage. That's not nice, EliteAri.
That can't be true, right? I don't even remember him saying that. Doesn't later on he say like, "Oh, I could kill him if I wanted to," or something like that? But he just doesn't.
Well, I think there's scenes where both the Hokage and Orochimaru speculate on which one of them would win.
I think they both said that he would win, right? I know that at least the Hokage definitely said that Orochimaru would probably win. Like,
he says he doubts even he now could beat Orochimaru or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like pining over the fourth Hokage there, but I do have notes on that scene later. So, oh my god, I've got Kakashi's badass line written down, EliteAri. He says, "Take one more step towards Sasuke, and one of us will die here."
Wow.
Oh, it was gonna be Kakashi, but
no, you never know. No, maybe it would have been Orochimaru.
In a high-pressure situation, he would have powered up and turned Super Saiyan and beaten this guy's ass.
He would have made 1,000 Shadow Clones and overwhelmed Orochimaru.
When pushed to his limits, you never know.
Yep.
Orochimaru. That's where my lineage, my what do you call it?
Uh-huh.
Loyalties lie, EliteAri.
Yep.
There you go. Orochimaru says Sasuke will come to him, EliteAri.
He
Whoa, is
does
that
keep saying this.
true?
I feel like he's been saying this since last time, even.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he probably said that to Anko, right? When like she was
Yeah,
dying.
yeah. I don't know. To me,
Even though she didn't die.
this feels like the most, I hate to use the word, the most generic like story
The G
beat.
word.
Yeah, of like, this man, like one day he'll no, this boy, one day he'll be older and he'll be like more jaded and he'll go
He
down a
wants
bad
vengeance,
path and yeah,
EliteAri.
he'll like go to me because I'm the one who can give him what he wants. It's I don't know. It's giving like a little bit of, well, it is weird because it's definitely giving a little bit of like Majin Vegeta energy, a little bit of like, but it's not really the same situation at all. Like the mark that he's given him, like gives him, well, I don't really know if I understand it, but my guess would be it gives him like, or it lets him unlock his true power in the same way that like the Margin ability and like Bibidi's Margin ability can like unlock the true power in like side Vegeta. I don't know. It feels like a similar thing. I don't know how this is going to tie in at all, but it just made me think about that.
Well, it's our main rival turn it into an evil guy if it happens. So
Yeah, I
it's
guess. Yeah.
at least somewhat equivalent. But yeah, I will not say anything about on this freaking subject.
The question to me is like, is this a thing that will happen within the next like few, like next 2 videos we do, or is it? I wonder if it'll be a thing that's like, or like right at the end, like the final fight is like Naruto and Sasuke after he's gone to Orochimaru. Or to me, like what I'm thinking is, it just feels like Orochimaru, like now that we've seen so much of him already, it feels like, oh, this will be a thing that'll resolve somewhat relatively soon, and there'll be other villains later. Like
Is this the Orochimaru arc, and we deal with him, and he's gone forever?
I don't know about that. I think there'll be a little bit more. Like maybe he could be the final part of like the big like Naruto, and then there's like Naruto Shippuden or whatever, and that's like a different villain or something like that. I don't feel like this is. I don't think we're gonna be thinking about Orochimaru like right at the end of the story, but yeah, I guess we'll see.
Well, we know a little bit from later that they are planning on attacking at least soon.
True.
So we'll see. Oh, I forgot in the fight we get a Zaku flashback that's like very similar to the Haku flashback, but instead of Zabuza, it's Orochimaru. And Orochimaru's not nearly as nice.
Yeah. They have a very minimal interaction of like 2 seconds, and he just walks away. It was great.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't know, we flesh out Zaku.
You know what I remember standing out the most from that? Just the colors. I was like, oh, it's like orangey, kind of like, I don't know, it looked good.
It was sunsetty. It truly was. But yeah, and then he got his arms blown off. Oh, and I have written down even the same song played in the Haku flashback, so that's interesting. Wow. Oh yeah, and then he realizes he did all this to be thrown aside for Sasuke. That's not really cool. And yes, Shino wins. And the last bit about the Orochimaru thing is Sasuke is under Anbu Black Ops guard. My goodness.
Yes, which they keep referencing. And then we've seen the 2 that showed up for the, what's her name, Unko or whatever. They were the Black Ops people, right? Well, no?
Yes.
They were? Okay,
yes,
cool.
Yes. And I think it's literally the same ones that are guarding Sasuke.
Am I meant to know?
One of them has like brown spiky hair.
Am I meant to know how to what are they called? What's the name? Black something?
Anbu Black Ops.
Anbu Black Ops. So we meant to know how strong they are compared to people like Unko and the other like teachers.
Yeah,
and
I think they're all supposed to be Jonin.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
This is like the Anbu stuff gets a lot more fleshed out.
Okay.
Later, so you'll learn about it. But also Kabuto beats him very easily, which is interesting. We can talk about that later. The next one, EliteAri, is Kankuro versus Mizumi, the memorable Mizumi. I have literally one line of notes on this one that says, why are you laughing, EliteAri? You don't like Mizumi?
I didn't even know this guy existed. Did he use his ability before and I just forgot? Like, who is this guy?
No. This is the only fight he's ever in, so don't worry about poor Mizumi. I think, does he die? I can't remember.
Maybe. He broke the other guy's neck, but he didn't. It was like his puppet or whatever. I have no idea.
Yes. Well, the cool thing here is that Kankuro uses puppets, and that's pretty cool, EliteAri. You think puppets are pretty cool?
To be honest, probably not. I think it is just like a thing where I'm like, oh, this guy isn't very cool. Like, he has a puppet. But then I think of the dog guy, and I'm like, actually, we'll save the dog guys for later. But
oh my goodness, does he think the dog is not cool or cool?
I don't know, the puppet guy. I don't like his outfit. I don't like the way he talks. I don't like the fact he has a puppet.
I like Kankuro.
I don't really like this guy. The only thing I like about him is that he like his relationship with his brother or whatever, or his sister even. Like
with Gaara and Mari.
Yeah, like the way he like talks to them is like kind of cool. But other than that, like I don't really like him that much.
The well, Kankuro is in the next round, so we'll probably get a little bit more of him later. And this is a very short matchup, so we didn't get to see all of his cool powers. So, EliteAri, we'll forgive you for this one, but I don't think we have much more to say about that one. Mizumi stretched.
It was crazy. He wrapped around him.
This was literally Monkey D. Luffy. Monkey D. Luffy couldn't beat nobody in Naruto. Luffy fucking sucks.
Yeah, but Luffy's like kind of crazy. That's like what makes him so strong.
Definitely. But EliteAri, we're up for a big one, I think. Well, I'm suspecting, which was kind of spoiled by the lead-up, I'm pretty sure. But we have Ino versus Sakura, your two favoritist characters of all time. What did you think about this one, EliteAri?
You know, it was perfectly fine. Where I was like, this is like okay. Nothing really stood out. The flashback stuff was, I think, the best part. Like the fight wasn't particularly interesting to me. I don't know. I didn't really have strong feelings. You know what I thought when I got to this point? I was like, man, these fights have not been very good so far. Even at the end of this, I was like, this is like okay, but like this isn't some of the best Sakura stuff I've seen so far. Like it's just fine. Yeah.
You know what's interesting? We're going to spoil things real quick, but you're not going to say anything. So I did expect you to like this one just because you like these two girls. Now, there's like 3 other bigger fights in this. I'm probably going to assume you don't like the Naruto one. I'm probably going to assume you kind of like the Neji Hinata one, and everybody loves the shitty Rock Lee one. So that's my little predictions going in. But you did say that some of them were good. So by process of elimination and you not liking this one as much, maybe you like the Naruto one or something. I don't fucking know.
Interesting.
But again, we'll get to those. I just wouldn't have remembered to bring that up if I didn't bring it up right now. Now... True. This was like, you loved this flashback last time, and I remember, like, I confused which flashback was where, which is funny. It's kind of just a reiteration, right? Or did you like that? Was there new stuff in here you liked?
Nothing particularly stood out. It felt more like we're just revisiting the idea that these two have been rivals for quite a long time, but they weren't always, you know, they used to be like good friends, and I feel like it just felt like more reinforcing stuff we already knew than like having anything particularly interesting. Like nothing, I don't remember, like thinking back to it, there was nothing where I'm like, oh yeah, I want to rewatch that, or I remember any of this being particularly interesting. Was there anything you remember that was like, oh, this was different, or something new we learned?
Well, not really. I remember thinking the fight was a lot worse than it actually was. So that was good. They had like some like fisticuffs that was kind of cool. I thought
there was a brief moment I remember when Sakura had like 3 versions of herself, I think, or something. She was running up to Ino and was like, oh, it's cool. Oh my god, the animation was like kind of cool.
She did clone. Yeah. Actually, just something we might have to backtrack a little bit for this.
All right.
Because obviously with the first fight, because I kind of want to see, who did EliteAri think was winning as the fight was going on. Obviously with the first one, Sasuke was going to win, so that was pretty obvious. The second one, it's kind of Shino's first moment. But it probably becomes very obvious as the fight like progresses that he's gonna win, I would guess, right?
Yeah, to me it was like, this guy has bugs, that's like terrifying, he's gonna win. It was like that simple.
Yeah,
I don't know, bugs are scary.
Shino, like, if you notice EliteAri, at least one person from each of the Leaf teams won, and Shino's obviously the one from probably the least known team. Though Hinata's definitely a bigger presence, even though she lost.
Well, there's another thing.
So that one's pretty obvious.
Keep going.
Yeah, and then Kankuro versus Mizumi. EliteAri probably didn't know which one was which throughout.
No, I knew Gaara's brother, and I was like, he's the main guy, he's gonna win. That's what I thought.
Were you? An interesting thing is, because last time you said both the siblings were gonna lose. When you went through and it's like Shino won and Kankuro won, and those weren't people you predicted, were you starting to do the math that like there was actually gonna be like a fight or something that would be like 2 characters?
Wait, what do you mean? Between Gaara and Rock
Like
Lee?
between 2 people you thought were going to win. Yeah, basically. Did you?
Oh, not at all. As soon as like, I don't know, I was like, I know, not even a little bit. I just took the fights as they came, and I'm like, whatever. Yeah, exactly. There was too many names, too many relationships. I'm like, whatever. We'll just go as we go.
Oh, and I guess the reason to bring this point up at all is that who did you think was going to win as this fight was going?
The brother guy, the Gaara, like that fight.
No, Ino and Sakura.
Oh, I was confident that Sakura was going to win the whole time, just because of the fact that Sasuke won, and I'm like, oh, these 3 have to all win. So at the end, when she tied, and I was like, oh, I guess they tied, that means they're both making it through. But they both didn't make it through, and I was like, well, oh my god, it was actually a big twist. I was not expecting that, and it recalibrated, like, what I was thinking, like, I was like, oh, I guess maybe there is a chance that Naruto does, like, get paired with, say, Gaara or something, and does lose, like, it is possible. Yeah, it did, I guess it did change my expectations, yeah.
Because you did predict this fight last time, but you thought it was going to happen in the final round.
Yeah, exactly. I do actually remember being surprised when these 2 got paired here. Yeah, because it is a moment where it's like, I didn't think it was going to end in a tie. So I was like, oh, I guess, yeah, someone's going to win here. It is crazy. Yeah, true.
When like they have a scene like before the things get announced where they're like both in the bathroom shit talking each other. Did you know immediately then that they were going to fight?
Potentially. Did the title of the episode get told? I don't remember. Maybe that gave it away.
I think it was just Sakura something. I don't think Ino was
know.
necessarily in the title.
No, I don't remember. I don't think I particularly noticed it.
Interesting. Okay. Sakura's in the bathroom. Can't wait is my first note here. So that's probably what I was just talking about. They're kind of lucky they didn't get a scary opponent. True. Oh, a big thing at the beginning of this fight is that everybody in Asuma's team is like, oh no, Ino's not gonna fight Sakura. Where it's just like they know that like Ino is like actually loves Sakura, whereas we don't really have any idea besides the flashback. And like Naruto doesn't know that at all. He just thinks, oh, Sakura beat that bitch's ass. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting that they're like that close that they know that.
Yeah. I like it.
We got true. We get hand-to-hand animation. Then Shikamaru's pissed off again and says, they're using kids' gloves. And then Ino gets slapped or something. It is funny that in women ninja school, you got to learn about the flowers.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, I found that pretty interesting, which I guess it makes sense. Like, if you're a woman who's going to go and do missions secretly in other places, like, you got to get accustomed to their cultures and stuff. Like, it makes sense. I thought it was interesting.
This is true, but it is definitely something Naruto, the most sexist manga of all time. The ladies got to learn, the boys get to fight to the death, and the girls collect flowers.
No, or whatever. No, it makes perfect sense. I like it.
It oddly, because I was thinking, this is funny. But then they did start explaining it. I was like, oh, I guess that does make sense when you're not 13 and mad. I wonder if EliteAri loves this flashback stuff as much as last time. What a great note. We already answered that, though.
It's fine.
Ino flowered those bullies. True, she throws like flowers like they're
true.
At these bullies in their mouths. That was pretty funny.
Man. Those were funny bullies. They just showed up and started bullying her and then ran away. It was very funny. I love it.
And they ignored Ino for even being there. But obviously Ino's the coolest girl in school, so I don't know what the fuck they thought was going on. Anyway, Sakura is still a bud waiting to bloom, EliteAri. Oh my goodness. I wonder if Ino means some sort of flower, because obviously Sakura is a Sakura blossom. My goodness.
Didn't they say something about this? I vaguely remember this. They made like a point.
Ino is a something flower who stands tall, but that's not like what an Ino is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ino is obviously an Ino pig, like a pig nose EliteAri. We explained.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah.
Sakura does bring Sasuke up to make Ino mad. Oh, true. In real time, she's like, "I'm gonna fuck Sasuke" or something to piss her off, so they would actually fight. Oh, and Guy has a great line about how Kakashi doesn't know anything about... Oh, no, Kakashi has this great line where he's like, I don't understand anything about rivalry. I would never have a rival or something.
Oh, yeah,
and Guy gets mad. Yep. Slight retconning with a flashback to Sakura telling Ino that she got put in the same team as Sasuke. True. When Ino was in the classroom and heard that they got put in the same class. So that was kind of funny.
Yep.
They both headbanded up. True, EliteAri. At some moment, they put their headbands on to say that they were going to be serious.
Yeah, and then, oh my god... Ino cut her hair. It was crazy. Oh my goodness. Now they both
we're not
got
up
their
to
hair.
That yet, EliteAri.
Okay.
Sakura uses clones and deception and lands a punch. Sakura using her chakra to make her strike stronger. Oh, this is actually a very interesting thing. That Sakura, because they always say Sakura has like the best chakra control or whatever. This is even reiterated later on. And she was like using it to make her punches stronger.
Yep. That's why she's so great. She doesn't need a special
you don't
power.
Understand? But we're all smirking right now. You're not.
Okay.
Kakashi says she's better than Naruto and Sasuke. True at like chakra control or something. They slug each other and they both go flying. They've been at it for 10 minutes, like Shikamaru says as we cut back to them. Ino cuts off her hair to prove she's not just obsessed with looks. Yep. True, EliteAri, you wanted to say something about this.
Wait, what are the looks? Did she even say that? I didn't even remember. Well, she does, doesn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Because to me, I'm like, oh, like she doesn't care about Sasuke, just like Sakura had something more important than Sasuke in this moment. But I guess it is the looks thing as well.
Both.
Yeah.
Afterwards, they both still say they're going to get that boy Sasuke. So,
yeah. That makes more sense.
And then she uses mind transfer jutsu, but it's like, oh no, this is terrible, Ino. This is never going to work, and obviously it works. But she used her hair to like do a string thing, so actually, it was also tactical.
Yeah, I forgot about that, and how like the conclusion of that was that Sakura was able to like break out of it. That was interesting, actually.
True, I thought you were gonna love this because it's like her char thing that actually comes into the narrative. It's like I think it's really cool.
Well, like the thing where she's like speaking to herself.
Yeah, that's what beats Ino out of her brain.
I didn't. Not really. It didn't even cross my mind as like a thing, because that's more like a character thing, and this is more like a literal thing. I don't know. It didn't really cross over in my mind.
Yeah, the literalizing is what makes it cool.
No, I don't know about that. I don't think that lands for me or anything. But yeah,
that's like
I found it more.
No,
I found it more of an interesting thing of like, oh, you know, this is like a weird facet of like Sakura. She can just like propel souls for some reason.
She has
no one
two
else
spirits
can.
in her.
Yeah, like why not? Yeah,
crazy. Miller the Killer loved this, by the way, so I was primed.
What does that mean? Does that mean yes or like actually or like false? Like this is not true.
No, Miller the Killer did love this. He said this was like the coolest part of this fight.
Wow.
It's the Char thing, EliteAri. And
wait, why are you saying the Char thing? What does that mean? Char?
Well, remember, whenever Sakura has an internal monologue, she goes, "I'm gonna do it, Char!" And then she punches something.
I don't remember the Char bit. I remember the visual of like it's like black and white.
And she like believe it.
What? Okay, maybe.
It is the black and white thing, so you're getting that close.
Well, I like that a lot. I just don't know the Char thing, but maybe it just hasn't happened enough.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna win. Char, she says.
All right.
EliteAri, you gotta pay some goddamn attention.
Yeah.
And it's slow and straight and takes a while to get back. True. Ino's mind transfer seems like it sucks. It's not a battle jutsu, they say. True. She's only supposed to use it with Shikamaru. So smart, EliteAri. Shikamaru's going to make him still, and then she's going to do it.
It's a good pairing.
Which is actually clever, because we might forget to bring this up later, but we see Shikamaru's dad, and like their team is the same, where he's got like Ino's dad on his team.
Oh, I didn't pick that up. Is that...
So like...
Okay.
Yeah. Did you notice the Choji dad at least?
No, the only one I realized was the one he was literally talking to, I guess. But
he looks just like Choji. Come on. I guess. Eating.
True. I mean, they're all eating,
Ino's dad. Well, yeah, but Choji's dad was eating a lot, and he was trying to get everything on the menu because he's fat and stuff. You understand? They're all fat in his clan.
Yeah.
But Ino's dad is like talking about how he doesn't know how he's going to deal with his daughter, which is Ino. So it, like all their powers work in tandem. So it's cute that they're always paired together and stuff like that. But true, she gets it by using her hair. We get a lot of Ino triumph moments in internal monologues and fake out hand signs. That's true. We get a lot of like in Ino's head, like when Ino succeeds, where it's like a moment where we're supposed to be like happy for Ino by the positioning. It's like cute. Oh, and also Naruto like screams, and that's why Sakura like comes back for a second.
Yep,
that was cute. Naruto does a lot of interfering from the sideline.
It's not good.
Yeah,
it is. The rules are kind of weird.
Good.
I don't like really get. Like, why would they allow that, I guess? I don't know. It's, like, weird to me.
You're allowed to cheer.
I guess. But then could that mean someone else could, like, use their ability to, like, help them out? Like, could Shikamaru use his shadow? Like, is it just standing watching?
No, that's not allowed.
Why? What's the difference?
Dogs are, EliteAri.
Okay, true.
Because it's a 1v1.
Yeah, but, like, literally Naruto is, like, making it a 1.5v1. I don't know. It's a bit weird. But...
Well, kind of in the end, I guess that's true. But they don't know. Anyway. Doesn't want to give up and helps her, and I even have Char written down, EliteAri.
Yep.
Or did she not have enough chakra to do it properly? Oh yeah, that's like another thing. They're like, maybe Ino didn't have enough chakra to like keep going. Or something.
It contributed.
They tie. The cutesy song plays. It's cute. They both of their headbands come off at the end. Oh. I have written down here, if you'd done the math, EliteAri, you would figured out that a draw would like help because it would be less. But actually, that's not true. What I was thinking is that if 2 people drawed, then we would have a clean 8 for the last round. But that's not even true because there is 9, but Dosu is dead, so there is a clean 8 for the finals. So anyway.
Yep.
Asuma and Kakashi retrieve them. Oh yeah, that's cute. They come down and they pick them both up.
Who the hell is Asuma?
Ino woke up first. Asuma's Ino's sensei. Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. Cool.
He's like always smoking.
I remember him, yeah. I just remember his name.
And his last name is the same last name as Konohamaru and the Hokage.
Interesting. Okay. I feel like you've told me
you that last time, EliteAri. Yeah. Yep. Ino woke up first, so she won, EliteAri.
That is literally what I thought when it happened. I might have even written a note. I said, "Oh my god, it's just like Master Roshi. This is crazy." But no, nothing happened.
True, is that actually a thing in Dragon Ball?
Yeah, where it's like whoever gets up first is going to be Goku or Master Roshi or Jackie Chan or whatever, and Jackie Chan stands up first and wins, and it's like, whoa.
See, if you'll recall my lore, EliteAri, I have never seen that fight.
Oh my goodness, that's a fight of my childhood. Oh my god.
In Dragon, I feel we've had this exact conversation before.
Yeah.
Ino gives Sakura her headband and tells her she's finna steal Sasuke, and they are back to fighting again. But, they're actually friends for real.
They are, deep down.
And that's the end of that one. So you didn't love that one, EliteAri. You just thought it was okay.
Yeah, it was fine, yeah. Like, I like Sakura
This
whenever
next
she's
one-
anything. Ino was good, like, I like her as a character. It was perfectly fine. The other two, like, everything before this was, like, I don't know, kind of boring. This one was probably the first one where I'm like, oh, that was, like, fine.
It's also the first one that's, like, multiple episodes. It's just...
Yeah, I guess, yeah. It's a bigger fight.
Oh, what was I going to say? I was going to say something about Sakura. Do you wish that, like, more was done, or do you wish they had different opponents or something? Is this an active wish, or are you happy with this? Like, could there have been a better way to flesh out their characters if they weren't against each other or something?
I'll be honest, this isn't even something I thought about. Like, I don't know. I think it's... I mean, obviously, there's, like, a million ways you could write a story to make it more interesting, but I don't know. It doesn't bother me at all. Like, Sakura is obviously one of the main, like, 3 characters that are at least advertised about the show that I've, like, heard of a lot about. So I'm sure she'll get stuff that's, like, good. So I wasn't like, oh, it's a shame. This is Sakura's one chance to get something good here. And I'm sure Ino will get a bunch of good stuff, too. So, I don't know. I'm not concerned.
There's 4 of them. Don't disrespect the great Kakashi Sensei.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm. Do you have women on women action, EliteAri? Because we got another one coming right up. And I actually do like this one, which is 10-10 versus Tamari. Do you have any great memories of this?
This is one of my 3 favorite fights in this whole thing. I love this one. Oh, my God. It's so good.
You want to know something, EliteAri, before you start?
All right, what?
This is all anime original.
No way. Oh, my goodness. What can I say?
In the manga, like, we cut...
Mm.
Yeah, in the manga, we cut to Sakura and Ino in the bathroom or whatever, and then we cut back out, and Tamari has already beaten 10-10 really quick.
Oh, that's so sad. This was so good. Oh my goodness.
We love the great animators here. Suck that, middle of the killer, you manga loser.
That is true. Yeah.
Yes, I'm glad you liked this one. What did you like about it before we go?
Oh my God, Tamari is so arrogant.
It's so cool.
No, she's so arrogant.
What did you say?
She's so arrogant. Where she's like, look at her measuring her distance. Here comes her big move. I'm like, oh my God, look at her. She's like talking down to 10-10. And 10-10 at the same time is like trying her hardest. And she's like doing her secret techniques and she's like doing all this crazy fighting. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. 10-10's getting destroyed, but like she's really trying. And like her opponent is so arrogant and putting her down. And then the Hokage like is talking about about 10-10 and how, oh my God, her 10-10, she's measuring her distance, like just what I expect. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this. This is crazy. This was great.
It is funny what they like have the Hokage comment on, where it's like, I feel like he says absolutely nothing in the Rock Lee fight later on.
Yeah.
But he's here for this one.
I know, which just builds up 10-10. It's like, oh my God, look at this. The Hokage cares so much about her. He's so invested in her fighting. It's great.
He loves the people in the village, EliteAri. He's a good guy. Yep. But true, what you're supposed to figure out from this, EliteAri, is that Tamari's the coolest.
I think it is interesting because this is the first of like a few things that will happen now, which is that we've set up a character that, oh my God, I hate them so much in like the best way possible. Where, oh my God, when I see her again fighting, I'm going to be rooting so hard against her and it's going to be so fun. So like Tamari is
we know who she's fighting.
Oh wait, we do. I was going to say, do we? But who was it? I don't even remember the brackets at the end.
Shikamaru.
It is Shikamaru in the first round? Okay. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, oh my goodness. I'm so invested in like hating her. It's awesome. I love her. She's great.
We love Tamari. And we don't hate her at all. More girl on girl violence, true. You predicted this, EliteAri, true. You said that the women would all fight each other.
Yep.
Lee and Guy are very supportive. It is very cute.
Yep.
10-10's got perfect aim and is a weapons girl. True, that's like her power. She summons weapons a lot from scrolls. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But she can't hit Tamari. Shikamaru calls it early. Oh yeah, Shikamaru's like, Tamari's gonna win, guys. And turns out he was correct. Yep. Tamari's got a big fan, EliteAri, a big fan.
That's right.
And when you see the third moon, you're gonna lose.
Yep. And that did happen.
10-10 summons weapons with a scroll. I just said that. 3 moons. I just said that. Yep. Rising twin dragons. Oh yeah, that's what 10-10 does. That was
she,
cool.
Like, spins around, goes in the air. Oh my goodness, it's crazy.
Tamari disappears and then flies on her fan. That was kind of crazy. I didn't remember she could do that.
True.
Wind Scythe Jutsu, pretty cool. And then she lands on her fan like Nappa. True, 10-10 lands like Nappa lands on Goku's.
Yeah, that was crazy.
On her arm.
It is like it is just the brutality of it and like the undignified nature of it is like, man, like she was trying her hardest and you did this.
She tosses her on the ground, EliteAri.
Yeah, exactly.
And Lee catches her. Don't worry.
It's so good. It's like I got so invested in it. It was wonderful.
This is terrific. This is the greatest day of my life.
Right, like the one anime fight.
True. I love Tamari. She blocks it. And Lee tries to kick Tamari, but she blocks it. That was kind of cool. And even later in the Rock Lee fight, she's like, well, at least I know his kicks suck. But little does she know. Gaara and Lee tease. There is a little Gaara and Lee like stare off, I think, here. Sakura tells Naruto he can take him. Oh, true, because Naruto's like, I don't know if he was nervous or Sakura just came over unprompted and said, Naruto gonna beat the shit out of these guys, don't worry. That's cute. And then the last thing I have here is a quote that says, that's probably true, but I have no idea what that could mean, EliteAri, so.
It could literally mean
next fight!
Yep.
The great Shikamaru is up, EliteAri, versus Kin, the girl you thought was gonna become a Chunin.
True. You know,
but she lost.
What can I say? You know, these great sound people, they all lose, and one of them dies, and it is kind of like, man,
true.
These poor people. Orochimaru, you know, he has favorites, and
he's a terrible person, EliteAri. You gotta kill this guy.
Yeah,
he's no good.
Yep.
Shikamaru is freaked out because he has to fight a girl. That's not really cool.
This was
It was a
very quick, straightforward fight. I enjoyed it. Like, it was pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah, I like this one too. He uses the wall.
Yeah, exactly. He like tricks her. I'm like, oh, that's funny.
Clever.
You tricked her. Yeah.
Shikamaru's a smart guy.
Yep.
Ino is very supportive at the beginning, which is cute. Choji is questioning it. Oh yeah, Choji's like is not supportive. He's like, I don't know if Shikamaru can win. And Ino yells, "Make that little girl cry." Do you like their?
I don't even remember that, but that sounds like something that she would say, and I like that. So lovely.
Oh, well, this is cute because I'm pretty sure this is where they both come back out. So it would make sense that Sakura is very supportive for Naruto, and then Ino wants to like out support her guy.
True.
Cute. Shikamaru doesn't like that he doesn't know her jutsu, but she knows his. True. Spikes with bells, but Shikamaru figures out her plan. True. Some of the spikes didn't have bells, and that was supposed to take you off guard or something, EliteAri. That was kind of cool.
Yep.
But then he got sounded, EliteAri. There was some like explosion, and she was these guys use sound, EliteAri. Didn't know if you knew that.
Yeah, they're the sound ninja. Yeah.
And then Shikamaru got her with the shadow. He faked a shadow of strings or something and caught her. It was pretty cool. Also we get Shikamaru's theme for the first time ever, which is like the do do do. It's like really quick, and it's like, oh, this guy's like smart or something.
Did we?
He can control her.
Was it in? I remember in one of these episodes in the set that we watched. Did they clarify, which was absolutely not needed, that they were using sound when they attacked Kabuto, like back at the test place?
Yes, Kabuto goes out of his way to clarify this when he's talking to Orochimaru, who probably invented these sound things. So yes, that was very funny.
Anyway,
there's, sometimes you need exposition, EliteAri.
Yep.
He can control her movements, and she gets knocked out by the wall. Now who's hearing bells, he says. Ah, genius, EliteAri, genius. A little bit of poetry in Naruto here.
Yep.
Oh, anyway. That was that fight. I like that one. Oh my goodness, EliteAri. Now we've got, I think, the 3 big ones in a row. And obviously your favorite is up first. Naruto versus the great Kiba and Okomaru. What do you think?
You know what I thought? I liked the dog like fighting style more than I thought. I don't know. Other than that, I don't know.
Interesting.
I didn't like it that much.
Did it immediately make you think of Yamcha?
I didn't even cross my mind a single time.
Fang over Fang, like Wolf Fang Fist.
No, this is different because he looks more like the dog.
It is different. People do joke that Kiba's like the Yamcha of Naruto or whatever.
No.
Even he gets like claws and he like claws people. I don't know. He's like Yamcha, bro.
Didn't even cross my mind.
But true. So you thought this one was okay? Did you like the fight?
Absolutely not. No, I had like in my notes, I have like worst moments, and I have 3. One of them is Naruto farting in his opponent's face. I couldn't remember who it was against, but I think I guess it must have been against Kiba. But
it's Naruto's only fight.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. It was not good.
You know what I remembered? Because obviously Kiba has like a great sense of smell or something. So I definitely remembered that Naruto beat him with the fart. And then I was like, oh no, he doesn't move afterward.
Yeah.
So, you're lucky.
Yeah, thank God.
I do remember the normies thinking it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen in their lives. So we love the great normies and we hate EliteAri.
Yep.
I always thought this one was really boring as a kid, and I think it's kind of boring again now. So I'm
No,
glad you like
wait.
it, EliteAri.
No, but the trick is like kind of cool, where there's like 3 of them, and he doesn't know which one is which. And
True,
I like all
and
that
then he
stuff.
transforms into the wrong one.
Yeah.
That's kind of cute. It's a little long though, too fucking. I think there's like isn't there a Naruto flashback in the middle of this or something? Like, ugh.
I don't know.
But whatever. They're both very excited at their chances. True, there's mostly just scary guys left, and Kiba's very happy you got Naruto.
Yep.
Lee is very depressed at it not being him. True, dogs are allowed, EliteAri. Don't question it, you fucking pussy.
I don't think I have a problem with the dog. I like the dog.
But you had a problem with Naruto, the great Naruto.
Yeah, he's interfering. What do you mean?
No, he's just doing great. Sakura is cheering for Naruto again. Hinata's conflicted, and then she ends up choosing Naruto over her teammate.
Yeah, that's right. Really cool. She's in love. How can you help that?
That is true. I would abandon you for a good-looking woman, EliteAri, so just prepare yourself for that.
Yep.
Flashback city to Naruto's bad transformation jutsu. Oh, true. We get like Kiba and everybody laughing at Naruto in the classroom. That's the flashback.
Yep.
We have beast mimicry, which is where the dog turns into Kiba, and talks. Cool. Which was kind of wacky.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they say it in unison. They're like, beast mimicry. And it's like, oh, so the dog can talk when it but also the toads talk, EliteAri. So I don't know. Why can't Akamaru
This is
talk?
not a dog. This is like a clever, like, intellectual speech. I don't know what it is. It's not a dog, obviously.
Yes. Gamabunt is a real guy, EliteAri. But he is also a toad. So we're not up to that. Reaction shots to the worst twists. I don't know what I was mad about here.
Yeah, some twists.
But true, there are lots of reaction shots every time something happens. Akamaru and Kiba take food pills, and Akamaru turns red. True, that was kind of cool. But then just becomes another Kiba. That was kind of boring. They're like evil sensu beans, I have written down, because they like heal you. Oh, no, they don't heal you. They just fill you up for a bunch of days. So that's kind of cool. You can fight for 3 days if you eat a food pill. They double chakra is something they say, which is almost certainly not true, because that would be the craziest power of all time.
You think they'd lie? It's definitely true.
I think they would retcon this a little later.
No, impossible.
Because everybody should just be eating food pills constantly.
This is my canon. Maybe they're expensive.
Maybe. I don't know why the bad guys wouldn't just steal them, but okay. Fang over Fang. This guy's like Yamcha for real. True. Kiba says he's going to be Hokage. True. He says that, EliteAri. That's Naruto's thing. This guy can't be Hokage.
Yeah, I'm sure Kiba's going to become Hokage. Yeah.
Oh, you're a doubter. Yeah. Would you say that to poor Naruto, EliteAri, in his dream?
I'd say Naruto, you're lucky that you're the name of the show. Because, if not, you're not going to become the Hokage.
Is he still going to be the 5th Hokage, EliteAri?
Who knows? Maybe Konohamaru will become one before him. Who knows? I have no idea.
You've said yes to that every time I've asked, EliteAri, so how about you keep consistent?
Yeah.
We got a Hinata voiceover for a Naruto flashback here with her watching him, and Naruto was on the swing, EliteAri. You got to get this swing imagery in your head, okay?
I did see it, and I remember thinking, man, is this that swing thing? Then, you know what I thought also? Then I thought, was that an Evangelion thing? Or am I mixing it up? And then I didn't know.
No.
Okay.
Wait, there is a swing in Evangelion.
Well, I don't know.
But it's a different swing. Though they do kind of symbolize loneliness. So, maybe Naruto did steal it.
Wait, this is probably a good chance for me to ask one of my clarifying questions, okay? Because it is about, like, Naruto's flashback. I remember early on in the show, they said that, like, everyone except Naruto knows about his, like, fox thing. Like, the fox is inside him. What's going on? Like, does everyone know that? Well, who is everyone? Like, what is... Like, do these other peers, like, know? Does Sakura know? Like, I don't understand.
This is like an odd thing. I think the answer is the kids don't know.
Okay.
But like all the adults know, but they're like forbidden from telling everybody. I think there's a line in like the 2nd episode where the Hokage says, "I forbid anybody from saying it." But,
so
like,
why was Naruto like isolated then? I thought it was because of something like that.
Well, what I'm assuming. Well, first of all, he doesn't have parents, I guess, so he doesn't have like any support network. But also, I guess the parents are like, "You can't play with that kid.
Yeah,
he's a no good kid."
Yeah.
But also, he's kind of a little annoying dork.
Yeah, true.
So I'm sure that didn't help. But Naruto was very lonely. Now Naruto should probably not have been like the Hokage probably should have adopted Naruto or something since he's such a nice guy. I don't know why he didn't, but nobody did. There's also other characters that probably should have too, but this is a thing we can laugh about in 10 months. Oh, this Hinata flashback is cute because it's like the climax of it is like now everybody's watching. Like nobody used to watch Naruto, but now everybody's watching him. And well, Hinata used to be the only one that watched him or something, and it was really cute.
True.
I will say honestly that obviously I made a video about how much the Hinata Naruto relationship sucks in that Vinland Saga video one time. I've obviously that was back when I thought Naruto was bad. And I've shifted on everything, but everything with Hinata and Naruto, I guess we haven't gotten to most of it yet. But I do really like all of it. So just an update on that take, I guess. And this is a little part of it. Tying the fight so much to the transformation jutsu. Oh yeah, this is like a cute thematic thing where it's like Naruto could never do the transformation jutsu, and how he like gets the upper hand in this is by using like a double transformation jutsu to like pretend he's Akamaru and then like fake out that it wasn't him or whatever. And
he's come so far.
I was like, it's like a cute little thematic full circle thing. Kiba can smell good, true. And he actually did get it right, but then Naruto tricks him.
He shouldn't have doubted himself.
Naruto farted on him. Just like Krillin in the World Martial Arts Tournament. Oh my god, what another great reference. Someone? Yeah, Krillin beat the smelly guy in the World Martial Arts Tournament by farting on him.
Oh, lovely.
So if you love Dragon Ball, leader, you should love Naruto.
Maybe.
Then he shadow clones into the Uzumaki barrage. So Sasuke stole this move from Lee that Naruto has now stolen from Sasuke, EliteAri.
I liked it actually when it was used here. That was very funny.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Because this is a cute thing, and this actually continues to be a thing where like Naruto will like somebody will do a cool move, and Naruto, in order to like do it as well, will have to use a bunch of shadow clones because that's like his signature thing. And it's really cute because it's like Naruto hasn't practiced enough to be able to do it like Lee, and he can't copy it because Sasuke can just copy it because he's a cheatskate little loser, this fucking Sasuke.
Like Kakashi, yeah.
But Naruto, like as a shortcut, he'll just like use shadow clones. And I think it's cute. But true, it's like Sasuke's move, it's like Lee's move. Also, they really like Naruto and Lee are like with each other this whole thing, and like this is the bulk of their like friendship, and it's kind of cute, and they do like actually care about each other after this.
Yep.
So all that stuff is cute. Lee's probably cheering it on here. Hinata gives him some ointment, true EliteAri.
Oh my goodness, some healing ointment. Yeah, it was crazy, and he healed up so quickly.
But also, it wasn't actually the ointment, but it's the thought that counts, EliteAri.
No, I'm sure the ointment helped. Okay, there was
it helped 5% at least, EliteAri.
Yeah,
and then she does go and give Kiba some, so you know she's nice.
Yeah,
and then even Kiba and Hinata's relationship is also cute because Kiba's like, Hinata, you should drop out if you have to fight Gaara or something. Don't die. And obviously she says Neji too, and then he gets an answer. But even like in the very last episode we watched where he like they were gonna meet up at that place and walk over together or something. I was like, oh, that's cute. I like that little detail.
Yeah, I did really like that she gave Naruto the ointment because it is like, oh, she's like being very brave in this moment. Like she's actually, she's like putting herself out there.
She nearly doesn't do it too.
Yeah. It was very cute.
Yeah, it's cute. And we have had like they sat next to each other in the written exams. Like they've had little moments, so it's cute. And Kurenai like notices that Hinata's got a crush on Naruto pretty obviously, and that was kind of cute to see like an adult's perspective on this of like these kids being stupid. Was cute. Also, as you referred to Kurenai last time, the hot one, Alita.
Yeah, I know. She's the hot one. Yeah.
You objectifying pig. Obviously Onko's the hot one, but we also had this argument last time. Naruto thanks her, EliteAri. Can you believe it?
I can believe it. Yeah.
Believe it.
I did. Yeah.
Then Neji ominously spoiled that he and Hinata are going to fight in the next match by looking at her. Did you think so, EliteAri?
No, it didn't even cross my mind.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, obviously I knew what was coming next. So I'm like, oh my goodness, stop spoiling. EliteAri's good. I got to pee real bad. I don't know why.
All right, everyone, we'll be back.
I used it the other day.
Oh my god, I am pausing. Okay, we're back. Go ahead. Oh my god.
Hinata versus Neji Hyuga, EliteAri. Turns out they're not brother and sister, even though Hinata does call him brother. They're cousins. Can you believe that?
This was a whiplash in my notes where they're brother and sister. I'm like, what? And I wrote it down in my notes. I'm like, oh my god, they're brother. And then they're like, no, they're not actually. Like that.
Yeah. Actually, it was usually me like writing down my notes, like because I thought I knew what was going to happen, and then that it didn't happen exactly as I thought, so I stopped doing that. But EliteAri, what do you think about Neji and Hinata here?
This was my second favorite fight, as in like the first one was the 10-10 versus Tamari. Now we got this one, which has happened, and I'm like, man, this is real good. I love this fight.
The fight specifically, or more just the stuff?
Everything. Just like, actually, I guess it is very clear. This is the best fight. Like in terms of the actual fight scenes are fantastic, and also it has the best fighting animation, like by far. Like when you were saying there's like one episode that's like the best like animated, I would have assumed it would be this one, but there are like a lot of other moments too.
Well, no, it wasn't.
It's not this one. Interesting.
Well, it was the Rock Lee one, but okay.
Oh, interesting. That is surprising to me, because this one is like how do I even say this? Like the fighting is so simple, where it's just like people. There's like a whole scene in this. I wrote it down in episode 46, where all we're getting is like sounds of the clothes and them hitting and their like hits or whatever landing. And they're basically just like slapping and punching each other. And it's like really simple.
It's a cool sound.
But, oh my god, it's like it's a cool sound, and it's so cool. Like the animation as well is really cool. Just the movement of the hands and stuff. And then later in the next episode,
fluid.
There's just really cool fighting animation. Like when Hinata just like runs toward him, and it's so good. This definitely to me is my favorite like fighting animation so far. Like it's better than anything we've seen like so far, and better than
the
anything...
Orochimaru one.
Definitely, yeah. This stuff of like it's just like a small. It's not even that long. It might be like 30 seconds, which is very long in animation, obviously. But like in the grand scheme of things, it's like 30 seconds of animation of Hinata running and fighting Neji in episode 47. It's so good. Oh my goodness, I've rewatched it like a bunch. It's really good.
I do remember thinking pieces were like much better than like average or something in this fight. So,
Yep.
So it's just like the fight stuff. It's not necessarily directing, or is it both? Because I feel like it's crazy to think the directing is better in this one than the Orochimaru one.
Well, I don't know.
The colors and stuff in that one.
Yeah, I think when the thing is that like directing and interesting animation go hand in hand a little bit, where it's like what makes things look interesting in animation. It probably has to do with the angles and the decisions you make of like what the choreography looks like and stuff. And that kind of comes down to directing. But like the difference is that this is a very simple kind of fight. The Orochimaru one was like very complicated. It had different stages to it and like different crazy stuff going on. This one is like it is very dense in that like it happens over the span of like maybe 20 seconds or something, and it's really quick and like not too much variation. But the stuff they commit to here is, I think, more interesting than the stuff that happened in that longer fight. But the longer fight is, you're probably right, that like directing wise, the entirety of it is like far more interesting. Like there's a lot more interesting stuff going on there. So yeah, they're both really good. I don't want to put the other one down. This one I like more, I think. But yeah.
Well, I got to compare things, Leary. That's how we function. True. Now, also, I think pretty like. Even the Naruto fight had some little cool spurts of animation or something. And I think even the Sakura one did too. These are probably the best the fights have generally looked, right? It feels like for most of these fights, it's like a step up. I am interested because I definitely think like Shippuden definitely looks better in its fights and stuff. I wonder if that's like a slow progression through original Naruto, or if that starts becoming a thing in Shippuden. Because honestly, actually there is a fight I really like in the next one, but I don't remember it specifically for its like choreography or its animation or its directing or anything. And then there is one that I do remember being good for that stuff. So I don't know. We obviously can talk about this next time. Yep. They are both in the next part. There's also one I think is really boring that everybody likes in the next part. But EliteAri, let's stop spoiling things, huh?
Yeah.
True, Hinata versus Neji. Let's go through it.
So just to say, that was me saying the fighting is good, but the Hinata character stuff is also really good, and I like it a lot. And this does, because I've been trying not to say it because like we're waiting for this fight, but I am very invested in like Hinata as a character and Hinata and Naruto's relationship now, like much more so. Like yeah, very very good. Like I'm really into it. So yeah.
Does this go in hand with the scene in the last episode?
Absolutely.
Do you like that one too?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good, EliteAri.
We can just talk about it a little bit. It's really good. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, go ahead.
What did he say? Is like, I like people who are like you or something. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's crazy.
No, she says, Hinata, I used to think you were a stupid dumb bitch, but it turns out I like people like you.
Yeah.
Oh, and then she blushes.
Yep, it's really good.
It was so cute. And it felt very Naruto too. So it was like, I don't know. It did feel really good. And she's gonna go watch that fight later.
We have Naruto, who I don't like. We got Hinata, who I love, and we got Naruto and Hinata's relationship that I love. So I don't know what to say. What we take from this. But...
Come on, EliteAri, you gotta like Naruto at least a little bit by now.
Nope.
Come on now, just admit it. He's just a funny guy.
Not really, no.
And he's trying so hard, EliteAri.
the thing is, like, I'm sure he is. Maybe we'll get more of his struggle, like, eventually, but, like, there are characters that, like, Hinata is struggling hard. Sakura is struggling hard. There's, like, a bunch of, who can I even talk about now? Like, even Tenten is, like, struggling hard in her fight. Like, I don't know, Naruto, I don't get the, well, we haven't got to that yet, so I can't talk about that, but, like,
yeah, that's why you didn't say that.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, you can't, Naruto doesn't come out, like, even Sasuke feels like he's struggled more in his life than Naruto, even though he hasn't, like.
Naruto was all alone.
Yeah, I know. I don't
know. True. It is funny. I don't know. No, actually, we'll talk about it later. True. Let's go through the notes here.
Yep.
True. Kiba tells Hinata to pull out if she gets Gaara or Neji. The Hokage's like excited for this matchup, which is funny because obviously he's like, oh, two Hyuga guys. This is fun. She calls them brother, but they're not brother and sister. They are first cousins, though.
That's right.
I guess they don't confirm specifically that they're first cousins, but they are first cousins.
Right,
their fathers are brothers. Hinata is the real deal, and Neji's a big loser, EliteAri. He's a branch member.
Yep.
And if you're a branch member, that means you're a little pussy.
It means you have an inferiority complex, and you hate Hinata for the fact of her existence.
Yes, me too, for real. Hyuga is an ancient, strong clan like the Uchiha, EliteAri. And Neji does warn Hinata. He says, you better give up now.
Yep.
We got a Hinata and Kurenai flashback, where the flashback definitely makes you think that Hinata is the one, like, on the ground, like, panting, but that's actually her little sister.
Yeah, I was convinced. And then we go outside, and Hinata's standing outside. I'm like, what? What just happened? But yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah, well, they do, like, the father does say, like, Hinata sucks. She's not even as good as her little sister. And it's like, well, the little sister's on the ground, but it's like, oh, this wasn't the best communicated, I guess, but whatever. It goes for a little twist. It's cute. But it's true. I forget her name, but she's like, Hinata's got like disowned as like the heir of the clan, so that's not very nice. Oh yeah, and so Kurenai gets given Hinata to train, and the father's gonna keep training the little sister.
Yep.
People can't change no matter how hard they try, EliteAri. That's what Neji said.
Oh yeah,
and Neji is pissing off Naruto for real.
Oh, and Neji is pissing me off. Oh my god, I'm talking about hating Tamari. Oh my god, I might even hate Neji more. Not Neji. Wait, what's it? Yeah, it is Neji, isn't it?
Well, this is understandable. Tamari's the coolest, EliteAri. Neji's not cool.
No, I hate both of them, and they're both set up as like amazing like antagonists now. Like, oh my god, it's gonna be so good when they're both brought down.
Tamari's gonna win the whole tournament, and you're gonna eat your fucking words.
Hey, wait, if there is an interaction, like you were talking about me not liking Naruto, but if he takes down like Neji or something, oh my god, I might actually like him. We'll see. Maybe not though. Maybe he'll annoy me, and I'll actually become like a Neji fan or something.
Well, they are versing each other. They are the first matchup.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully,
we'll see. Oh no, Naruto, you can do it. You can beat Neji, and you can you can prove EliteAri wrong.
That's right.
Anyway, where the fuck was I up to? The Byakugan is the original Sharingan.
Oh my god,
not really.
They say it's better.
It's like,
it has more, like, it's able to read things better or whatever.
Yes, it's better for sight. Whether or not it's actually stronger is yet to be determined, because obviously you can't copy things, but we'll see, EliteAri. Will we ever see a Byakugan versus a Sharingan in a battle? Oh my goodness, well, think about it.
The one thing this made me, like, question immediately, and it is more, like, stuff we get throughout this episode as well, these few set of episodes, but this almost certainly means that the Byakugan can see the nine-tailed fox inside Naruto. It has to be a thing. And if they can't, that's like crazy. And I don't know how they explain that as like you can see the chakra, but you can't see the nine-tailed fox that's like sealed away somehow in there. I don't know.
Because we see like the X-rays where it's like the chakra channels or whatever, and we got a lot of it in this fight where there's chakra points, and in the next one we got the gates and stuff like that. I don't know if you can literally see someone's like chakra reserve. Like sometimes in those depictions, it's like a flame in their chest, but I don't think that's literal.
I feel like, to me, if the Byakugan is like a thing where we're meant to think it's powerful because it can see things that normal eyes can't, if it can't see the nine-tailed fox, to me that's like like I said, what a weak, like like what's the point of this thing?
Well, maybe the seal is just so good that not even the Byakugan can see it or something.
Well, then the Byakugan is not that good. I don't know.
But also, sometimes you can literally just see the seal if you take Naruto's shirt off. So,
true.
I don't know, EliteAri.
Yeah, it is what it is.
There is a point where, like, Sakura knows, right?
Knows what?
I feel like Sakura has said nine-tailed fox before. I can hear her saying it.
Surely the whole world would know about the nine-tailed fox, right?
Well, everybody knows, but like referring it to like I feel like in the Orochimaru fight, she's like, "Oh no, the nine-tailed fox is gonna come out or something."
No way.
So maybe they do
well,
all know.
maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. I could not tell you.
Because when it came out in the Haku fight, they were in the ice. So maybe Sakura didn't see then. Honestly, I don't remember. The adults at least know EliteAri. Maybe Neji just never noticed Naruto enough to use his Byakugan on him. But they are going to fight coming up. Or maybe he finds out in the fight.
I
like, I don't fucking remember EliteAri. Hinata's been watching him for a long time, though.
Yeah, but she would never use her Byakugan on Naruto. That's like cheating or whatever. I don't like it. She'd never do that.
Maybe, yeah. But true, Byakugan can see things. They're more perceptive. Neji Nilly reveals her crush on Naruto. This was actually not. This is a fake note. Because I wrote this down preeminently. But I swore there was a moment where he was like, and your left eye just went to the corner of the room, and in that moment, your heart flooded or something. And then she like freaked out. That was definitely a thing that happened in my head, but did not end up happening. So that's a fake note. Naruto stands up for Hinata, tells her to do something. They fight weird. Oh, that's a different note. But true, they do fight weird. Yep. But it's such a sweet moment for the great Naruto.
It is. It is like, it's really good. Naruto's, you know, his words give her strength.
He stands up for the bullied. He doesn't like it.
That does it. Who gives you the right to tell her what she can and can't be? Go on, Hinata, and show this guy he's wrong. Like, hell yeah, Naruto. We love it.
It's also kind of funny because, like, whenever Naruto has to show someone they're wrong, he always wins. But, like, obviously the other people don't always win. So it's kind of funny that he gets to, like, lecture them in a meta sense. But it's not about winning, EliteAri. It's about believing in yourself and such and such.
Yep.
So true. They fight weird, the most effective style of taijutsu. True. That's what Guy says. It's the most effective type of hidden leaf taijutsu. Now, why can't everybody do it? I guess because you need to see the chakra point. EliteAri. It makes sense. Lee says Neji might be the strongest genin ever in the Leaf Village, EliteAri.
Ridiculous.
Or like, you believe it or you don't believe it?
Like, I don't know. I mean, I can believe they believe that. I believe that this will be proven wrong one day.
Yeah, what the fuck does Lee know?
I don't know. It seems a bit, I don't know. It seems silly.
But obviously, Kakashi was like a Jonin at like 6 or something, so I'm pretty sure he was a lot stronger than shitty Neji, so...
But I mean, the Hokage says this at some point. Like, he's like, oh, no wonder he is the strongest, like, something from the clan.
He says the best to come out of the Hyuga clan.
Yeah. Which, I mean, he, like, at least the Hokage respects him as much as he respects Tenten or whatever.
Well,
so,
yeah,
like,
he's definitely a strong guy.
Yeah, just like her great...
He's also a year older. Where's Naruto going to be in a year?
Maybe the Hokage.
Oh, a little thing later that was I had completely forgotten was that they like say that Tamari is like older. Like I thought they were like triplets.
Yeah,
but I think Tamari is like a few years
older. Well,
do
they? I don't know if they do say that. I mean, probably. I don't know.
Well, Konkoro says Tamari tells Tamari like you should have done it last year, and then you would already be a Chunin. Which is like a little bit of power scaling. Like she's strong enough.
It'd be kind of crazy if they were triplets, and then like Gaara's the only one who got selected as like this.
That is true.
It's like special.
And
thing.
Yeah, because they are siblings, and they are also the Kazekage's kids.
Yep.
But more will be explored next time. Hinata says, Naruto's Nindo, her ninja way. True, they start saying this. I can't remember if they were saying this last time. I think they maybe started saying this, but Naruto's always talking about his Nindo elite.
Right.
That's his ninja way. And it's about not giving up or something. And Hinata repeats it here. And it's like,
yeah, I read
also,
that down.
Women characters can't even have their own ninja ways, EliteAri.
Wait, I thought you meant... Wait, what? Wait, am I mixing up what happened here? Is this right at the end, basically, where she talks about her ninja way?
I think so. I think she might say it twice.
So I wrote that down, and it's basically she was saying, like, you know, I never go back on my word. That's my ninja way. Is that like a Naruto thing? Is that like referencing him? I thought that was like her thing.
Yeah, that's what Naruto says.
Does he?
Yeah.
I never go back on my word? I don't even remember this at all.
Yeah, that's what he literally says that, yeah.
In this fight? Or like earlier? Like, some like...
No, he said it before, and she got it from him somehow. He might say it in the Kiba fight. But I specifically don't think he said it at all in the Land of Waves. Like, this is something I thought he always thought. Always said, rather, like, believe it or something.
Yeah.
But no, I think he started saying it last part. But true, she is inspired by the great Naruto, EliteAri.
This is lovely.
True. Sakura says Hinata is always watching Naruto. Sakura knows for real?
Maybe? I don't know. I mean, it's pretty obvious that she's always watching him.
No, not if you're a silly boy.
True.
Kakashi says Sasuke is no match for Neji. Yeah, I think he does say that, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
They haven't seen Gaara yet. This must be me
That
doing
is
like a
true.
little meta note because they're all freaking out about Neji, and obviously Gaara's stronger.
Yep.
Hinata has a monologue about how Naruto inspires her to think even somebody like her is worth something. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
She's always done the watching, and now Naruto is watching her. Literally,
Yep.
fucking crying.
It's awesome.
She's getting stomped out though. She has a cool final stand moment after Naruto's encouragement. And then Neji charges and tries to kill her, EliteAri, but everybody jumps in and says, Neji, you're a little pussy.
Yep.
It is a cute little reminder whenever the Jonin jump in that, like, they can just, like, stop these little kids. Like, they're, like, nothing.
That's right.
Which is kind of funny. Because even Guy does it to Gaara, who Gaara you might think is, like, super strong.
Mm-hmm.
Not as strong as Might Guy, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Hinata doesn't care if she dies as long as Naruto sees the real her. Hinata says Neji is the one suffering, which makes him mad and go for the kill, but he's stopped by the Jonin except Asuma. This is actually a little funny detail where Asuma is the only one that doesn't jump in. And like I think between the next fights, like Choji's like freaking out and Asuma's like, don't worry, we'll step in if like anything bad happens. And then Shikamaru's like, you didn't step in, pussy. So that was all very funny. We love the great Asuma. He's smoking. Hinata asks Naruto if he thinks she changed. Oh my god, and she's like passing out and fucking dying, EliteAri.
Yep.
And then we get teasers for both Lee and Naruto fighting Denji, which one is a fake, which is kind of cool. Oh, did I say Denji? I meant Neji, EliteAri. My goodness.
Yep.
Genius versus a loser, they say. Is like
Who's
the
the
Naruto
loser?
and Neji fight. Naruto's a loser.
Yeah.
Hinata's a loser, but Neji's a genius.
Hinata's
and
not a
Rock Lee's
loser.
also a loser. You know, not in my heart.
We forgot to emphasize the only thing I have a note on left on this section, which is that Naruto sees her being cool and says, I had no idea that Hinata's as tough as she is. And I was like, whoa.
Oh, he does do that. That was cool.
Yep.
Hinata is in cardiac arrest, EliteAri.
Oh my god, she's gonna die.
You know what's a really funny little detail, EliteAri, is that Hinata has boobs, and Hinata
What?
will end up having really big boobs. So it is kind of funny that even back then, she had like bigger boobs than the other girl.
Oh, I have not noticed this or whatsoever. Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm spoiling a little bit here, but it is
Okay.
like I was like thought that was hilarious. But anyway, you can't really see it when she's got a jacket on, but when she had cardiac arrest, you could see it.
Okay. Thank you.
There's a famous filler episode where all the girls go to a bathhouse, EliteAri. Don't worry, we'll let you watch
I feel
it.
doesn't
like
every
300 and
long
something.
old anime have something like that?
True, multiple times. We got a beach episode, but instead it's a hot spring episode. I don't know if you've noticed, EliteAri, but we love hot springs. But we'll get to that in a moment. Lucky Naruto, what can we say, EliteAri? And then at the end, Naruto vows to beat Neji with Hinata's blood, EliteAri. You don't love this kid?
No, not at all, no. But we love Hinata, and we love people fighting for Hinata as well.
We gotta get rid of this fucking EliteAri. We need a better partner here. It doesn't even like Naruto.
Yep. I'm a big 10-10
Anyway,
fan.
EliteAri.
What can I say?
Are you gonna be on my side and say that Shitty Gaara and Rock Lee sucks?
Are we talking about it?
Yeah, it's the next one.
Yeah, this was great. What do you mean? I love this. This was awesome. This is like
everybody loves this fight, Soy.
Yeah, it is. I can see why. This is also the taking off the weights thing is something I remembered because like I remember Bacon said this like a few weeks ago or something, and I was like, what is this? But when it happened, I'm like, oh, that's what he was talking about. And it feels like it's a thing I feel like this is like a thing I heard about maybe like 10 years ago or something. Yeah, it is like a Piccolo thing. Like I mean, it's a thing that people do all the time in like everything. Like they parried it in Eminence of Shadow. Like it's a thing. It's so good. It's just really good. I think great. It is interesting because like the investment in this one, I think the investment in all these fights are very different. The ones that I like so far, there's been like 3 that I've liked a lot. The Tenten Tamari one, I like that one because it just has the 2 characters and it characterizes them both very well, and in interesting different ways that I like characterizing Tamari is so arrogant and characterizing Tenten is like trying so hard and like just failing still. I like that for that. I like the Hinata and Neji one for the fighting itself, but also for Hinata as a character. Like, oh my god, I'm so invested in her like emotionally now. This one is like, I don't know how to say it beyond, I'm excited in a very typical shonen sense of like, man, I like, oh my god, Rock Lee might be the first guy to touch this guy like in his life or whatever. Like it's the like very like simple like, oh, like this is like, I don't know how to say it best beyond like, oh, the cool fights you get in shonen. Like it's that type of thing. It's very different investment than the other kind of stuff. which are all distinct. Like I think all the three of these fights have different things that I like about them. This one is like the, oh my god, I'm on the edge of my seat. This is a fight from like Shonen. I don't know how to best say it than that, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, it does definitely feel like the highest impact shonen type battle we've had so far, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh, just quickly to backtrack slightly, did you always think Neji was going to win the last one? I guess we didn't ask the Naruto one. I'm assuming you definitely thought Naruto was going to win the whole time.
I'm trying to think back now. I think so. I'm pretty sure because he was fighting the dog guy. Yeah, and dog guy was obviously going to lose.
Wait, I didn't ask about the Shikamaru one either.
Shikamaru, I thought was going to win purely because I know you've said that people like Shikamaru a lot. So I was like, oh, like maybe he'll win because people like him or something.
But that girl, you said she was going to become a Chunin leader.
I threw all that out, okay? But by that point, we're halfway through, and I'm like, I got no idea what's going on here. What was the question about?
What about Hinata?
Hinata, it was interesting. I think I was going back and forth during that fight, actually, because there were like moments where it was like, oh, we're like following this person's perspective, and therefore the other person's gonna lose, and then we'll follow the other person's perspective, and I would think I was a bit more back.
She has like a last stand moment.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I had a clear thing in that one. That could have gone either way for me.
It is interesting where tournament arcs like facilitate the possibility of like the good guy losing, but it like melds into like the traditional kind of like good guy underdog story, but like for it not to have a payoff is like kind of cool. Where it's like Hinata does have the final stand, and it's like, oh, like usually we're building all this negative stuff for Neji so we can overcome it with Hinata, and it's like, oh, this is gonna be epic. But it doesn't happen, and obviously it's like further build up for hopefully Naruto doing it later. But yeah, tournament arcs are an interesting little thingy. And then bring us to this fight, EliteAri. I guess we haven't talked about it too much, but this is obviously the biggest fight, I guess, in terms of like two big characters versing each other. Did you ever think Gaara was going to lose?
This is the amazing part of the fight. Like, there were two kind of things. There was the initial investment of like, man, like, oh my god, he's, like I said before, like, oh, he's about to be the first person to like touch Gaara in his life, and even that is like a win in my book, where I'm like, obviously Gaara's like not gonna lose, but if Rock Lee can at least get one hit on him, then that's enough. Oh my god, like what a fight. I was so invested at that point. I was like, okay, even if after this he loses, like whatever, he like hit him and whatever, that's really cool. And then the second layer of investment is when you start, or at least when I start to think, oh my god, he might actually beat him. Like this, it was nothing, it didn't even cross my mind that like Rock Lee could beat him. Because obviously Gaara's like being set up as this big, crazy, strong guy, and there's no way that he's gonna lose in like a preliminary thing. It's impossible. But then when like Rock Lee is unlocking his like chakra gates and he's like going really crazy, I'm like, oh my god, it might actually happen. Like he might actually win. And I was so invested. It was crazy. It definitely is the most like on the edge of my seat. Like I'm so excited to see what happens next in all of Naruto so far, like by far. It was kind of crazy, yeah. Like I never thought I'd be this invested in like a fight in Naruto, because I didn't think it was like possible. Because I'm like, oh, it's like very, you know, very predictable, very safe. But I mean, it was, I guess, but like, still really good though.
Is it an I wish it happened moment, EliteAri? Do you wish they just pulled it off?
No, not really. No, I'm fine, and it doesn't. I don't even have a little thing in the back of my mind where like, oh, if only he like won a little bit, it would have been cool to finally subvert the thing. No, I think even the notion that he even got this close is already like satisfying me. Of like, this is crazy. The fact that he even got so close to beating him. Yeah.
I cheered when that Gaara crushed his arm and his leg at the end. I said yes.
Really?
No, but okay. That would be fun. But I was cheering for him to kill him in that second last episode.
I cheered at the end when the Guy Sensei shows up and whips his attack back, and I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Oh my god, Gaara, you're nothing compared to Guy Sensei.
Stand away. True. Yeah. Oh, there was another thing I wanted to ask. Fuck! It was about something important that you were monologuing about. It wasn't about who was going to win, because that's what you were talking about, but it wasn't the I wish it happened thing.
Yep. Oh, Gaara, Rock Lee, two investments. He's gonna touch him. He's gonna beat him.
Maybe as we go through, I'll remember.
All right.
Too bad they spoiled it. Is my first note. It's in the episode title, EliteAri.
What's in the episode title?
Gaara versus Rock Lee.
Oh, okay. I don't know why.
Did you not notice it?
If I did, I probably took that as like, oh, that was the moment where I was like, oh, it's crazy, they're being matched up. I don't think I really thought much about it. Yeah.
Because they do the screen afterwards. Because Lee does the thing where he says, I don't even care if it is me. And then he says he was using reverse psychology and he won.
Oh yeah, that was funny. I like that.
That is something that definitely stuck with me as a kid where I was like, that's so true. If you don't
Mm.
want something, you're gonna get it every time.
Yep.
Even though I'm supposed to hate Rock Lee EliteAri. So, I'm
Wait, why do
taking
you
his
hate
life
Rock Lee
lessons.
again? I remember you telling me last time, but I don't remember what you said.
He beat up Sasuke.
Oh, okay, true.
Fucking prick. Anyway, remember you said like when you found out that guy was like 51 and Kakashi was 50 in their thingy, you felt bad.
It's ridiculous, yeah.
And I said it was just like that. Yeah, it's not good. Choji doesn't have the good odds, but is convinced to try hard by the promise of barbecue. True, and then we see him eating barbecue a little bit later, quite a bit later.
Wait, what on earth? Wait, Choji?
Choji's not.
Why are we talking about Choji?
Choji, did I say Toji? Well, yeah, they got the same names, Evangelion, something.
No, why are we talking about Choji? I thought we were talking about the Rock Lee Gaara.
Because they have a little scene at the beginning. We haven't gotten to the fight yet. We always do this, EliteAri, if you haven't fucking noticed. But true, Choji's got all the scary guys left, EliteAri. It's not cool. Gaara's inner demon is threatening to come out. He's like panting over there. And then also he like teleports down before the screen even says that it's him.
Yep.
Oh, and this is when Kankura goes to try and interview Naruto to get like insight. And Naruto says like, "You're a fucking loser" or something. He says something dismissive, and it's funny, EliteAri. I'm sure you'll laugh.
Wait, who does he say that to? The teacher?
Kankuro, the brother.
Oh, the brother. I thought that was... Wait, what's the teacher's name? The hot one.
Kurenai.
Oh, Kurenai. They were start with K. Okay, sorry. I just mixing up my names there.
Lee attempts reverse psychology and is victorious. Gaara knows before the screen says, "God, I just love repeating myself." Circling, punching... Oh, we're already in the fight, EliteAri. So there's this cool shot that you see in every YouTube video about Naruto where they say this is the greatest fight of all time, and they soy. There's like the shot of Lee like punching the sand as it like circles around Gaara. I have written in all caps, "We've got animation here." The sand is alive. True, the sand is alive. Lee only knows taijutsu, EliteAri, and he has no talent whatsoever.
Yep. Except his talent is trying hard. Yeah.
You know what's interesting? Is I have no idea if this means he has like no chakra or...
No, wait, he unlocked the chakra gate thing or whatever. He has to, right?
Yeah. So why can't he do ninjutsu?
He just has no... He's dumb. He can't figure it out. I don't know.
Just do the little hand sign. Naruto only does one sometimes.
No, I completely buy that he literally can't comprehend it. Like, it's just something not within his mental faculty. It's fine. I can accept that.
He's a little retarded, EliteAri, he says. He's a little retarded.
I would never say that. Everyone has different capacities, and that's not one of his. Yeah, that's fine.
Lee takes off the weights. It's pretty cool. He somersaults all the way up to the top of the statue that's been back there the whole time.
It's crazy.
And he drops it.
What a power-up. It's like a wild difference. Like, I don't think it's ever been this extreme in like anything I've seen.
He's super fast.
Yeah.
No, when Piccolo takes it off against Raditz, I'm pretty sure he's like zipping around.
Yeah, but this guy goes from like a normal like human to like, oh my god, this is like a superhero. Like, this is crazy. Yeah. And it's so exciting. I don't know how it's so good. Go ahead.
Well, the funny thing is, and this ties into your Tamari slander, is she's like shit talking it before it hits the ground. She's like, "What's a couple of pounds gonna do?" And then it thuds, and it's like 100 kilos or something. It says.
Yep.
Also written on it, it says guts. Big berserk shout out.
That's crazy.
You don't even know, EliteAri, because your shitty thing, he doesn't translate all the signs in the background.
That's right.
Like that. The sand is... Oh, no, the sand is alive. I already said that. I'm on the next line, EliteAri. He's the fastest ever, and it's nearly making it through the sand, and it's freaking Gaara out. True, Gaara's like freaking out, EliteAri.
Yep.
Then he kicks him.
Oh, and it's like, this is crazy. It's a
big action shot too.
This is mind-blowing stuff that Naruto is doing something I just didn't expect. Like, I can't believe this. Like, we love
the great Naruto.
Firstly, how is this fight happening? And secondly, how is Rock Lee hitting him? This is crazy. I would have expected this. Like, man.
It is funny because I think I talked about this a little bit last time where I said, like, I had no idea that the Orochimaru fight had, like, good animation. It never stood out to me, like, as a kid, and I didn't particularly like that fight at all. This is another one where I went on the internet, like, 3 years after watching this as a kid, and everybody was just like, top 5 fights in Naruto. EliteAri spoiler. Number 1, Gaara versus Rock Lee. My favorite character, Rock Lee. And I was like, I hate these guys. They're all fucking stupid. Because I watched this fight and I didn't think anything. I said, oh, that's like Piccolo. And that's like the only thing I remember thinking as a kid. I was like, I don't give a fuck about Rock Lee. Where's Sasuke?
That is kind of crazy that you didn't like this that much. I don't know.
I mean, I always hate the Rock Lee characters, right?
But it feels so easy to get invested in this. Like, he's the villain, the main... Like,
I think
this guy
really as a kid, I didn't... Yeah, I don't think as a kid, even then, I don't think I liked fights. I think I like really loved like the tournament bracket thing, which is funny because I like love Dragon Ball and everything. But I was like, oh, I want to like know who's the strongest, and I want to like power scale in my head. That was like the fun part. And I don't know, it's weird. And I do like even now, I'm like, did you know like right before the fight, Choji said he wanted barbecue, and that's like the coolest thing of all time, Leary. Yeah. But I don't give a fuck that the Rock Lee took the weights off. No, that was cool, Leary. That was like Piccolo.
True.
But now, you know, I guess it's okay.
And he's green like Piccolo. Do you think it's a reference? Oh my god.
We love the great Dragon Ball here.
Yep.
Now, what was I up to, Leary? This is a big fucking paragraph, and I got no idea. He kicked Gaara. No one's ever done that. Lots of 3D in this fight. True, there's a little bit of 3D, and it all looks pretty good.
Yeah. I would say, this whole fight looks good. Is it so? You're saying one of these was like the one that you like the most, like in terms of animation and stuff, right?
Well, no, it's the one I thought that was like the best. The one that everybody said was like best animated.
Which was?
But I think it is just like that opening shot of like the circling sand thing. Like I've seen that in every YouTube video ever. I feel like, and I feel like when he's moving fast, I've seen that a lot. But honestly, it wasn't as much. It wasn't as much as like the Zabuza final thing or the Orochimaru fight thing that we keep.
Orochimaru was a snake. It's crazy.
He had a long neck. His ultimate defense, they keep saying, true. Lee pile drives him with the Lotus, but just like last time, it doesn't work. That is true. He did it on the sound guy last time. It was pretty cool. Oh yeah, and he like kicks him a million times in the air to get like the added height, so the sand can't catch up. That was pretty cool.
Yep.
But EliteAri, the Lotus fucks you up for real. And even in my memory, I didn't remember that the Lotus was literally the first gate. I had no idea, so that was kind of cool. But we'll get into that in a second. We got a Lee flashback. He didn't used to look entirely like Guy, EliteAri. Were you shocked?
I mean, I buy it.
I remember this sticking with me as a kid too. I was like, so he's not his son? What the hell? And it's like, oh no, he's different. This is like the proof because he didn't look like him all the time. He just cuts his hair now to look like Guy.
What was up with that turtle when we like met them? Is there going to be a resolution of that? You think? Like, well, I mean, you know, I guess
it's like, well, there's not really a resolution. It's just like with the toad. It's like he summons turtles, but he was speaking as the turtle.
Yeah, is it like Guy?
Guy was the turtle, so he was transformed into the turtle.
But the turtle was still there when he like came, wasn't it? Wait, when he like arrived?
Was it?
I didn't he like stand on top of the turtle? I don't know. That turtle was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Right. Something. Why'd that squirrel have sentience, Leader? You'll never know these things. Good point. I don't think we ever see that turtle again. I could be wrong. Oh, well, Leader, this is a funny joke I wrote in the model of Rock Lee. You ready?
All right, go ahead.
If I cannot watch 20 episodes of Naruto, it will be 50 episodes of One Piece.
True.
Because I was struggling, EliteAri. I had so many episodes to watch.
Yep. Is this when we talk about the flashback, or is that coming later in your notes?
Well, we're in the middle of it here, because this is when he's kicking the thing, and he
says,
wait,
you mentioned his look and stuff. Yeah, true. Yeah, this was really cute, where you got, like, Guy Sensei watching from the bushes, and...
You would think so.
Yeah, it was really cute. Well, you didn't like it? I guess you don't like either of these.
No, I just hate Rock Lee, EliteAri.
Wait, what do you think about Guy? Do you like Guy? Like, what's your opinion on him totally?
No, well, he's a little less worse because people don't generally say that he's their favorite character. Guy is cooler, but it's because of later things. So.
Interesting. Yeah, when he dies fighting Gaara. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, this is actually kind of a big thing where it's like, which one of them is going to open the 8th gate and die?
Yeah, I mean, not one of our main 3.
Well, not
Hinata.
Well, I don't think just anyone can do this. I'm thinking like which one out of Rock Lee and Mike Guy is going to do this and die. But we'll see, EliteAri. That's endgame stuff. You will have power even stronger than the Kage, EliteAri. You ready?
You will have power strong. Oh yeah, true.
That's if you open the 8th gate, but you also die.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting, like, obviously you get the soy chills because I'm waiting for it because this is like one of the coolest things in Naruto to explain the gates. And it's like, oh, here it comes.
Yep.
And then like they start explaining it, and then he gets through, and then the gate of life, the gate of something, the gate of something, the gate of something, EliteAri, and they've all got cool one-word names. It's like that gate, death. Oh, and there's 8 of them when he gets super strong and he's stronger than the Kage.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's all the screen goes black, and it's like this is crazy. Also, it's like a crazy narrative device of like, if we're ever in a lot of trouble, like all of these guys would like die for the village, right? So there's like no excuse for Guy. Well, I guess Lee only knows how to do 5, but presumably Guy knows how to do all 8 because he's teaching.
Maybe.
Maybe he only knows how to do 5, but you know, I guess I just spoiled it.
Maybe he knows 7.
True, but that would be boring. So it's like if we're ever in a real bad situation, like is everybody just looking at Guy like, come on, bro, just freaking do it, save us all here? Or is there going to be a villain that's stronger than even the 8th gate sometime?
I'm sure there will be, yeah.
But true, where was I up to in these notes? I skipped ahead to talk about the gates. Oh, there's other good things in this flashback. Ten says she wants to be like the legendary Kunoichi Tsunade EliteAri.
That's, firstly, I don't remember that, but also that's a name I've heard, Tsunade.
That's a name.
Tsunade. It's not ringing any bells. I don't know what that is, but I've heard the name. Wait a minute.
That was cute.
I'm trying to think. They were like, I don't want to be reminded of this, so don't tell me anything. But I remember at the beginning of this, like before we started watching, I listed like all the stuff I'd known. I feel like most of that has like happened already.
Yeah, it was like, we did this last time, because you said like Itachi, Orochimaru, and Rock Lee, and they were all in the second part, which is cool. You also said Madara last time, so that hasn't happened
sure. Yep. Well,
right. Yeah, things are happening. Tsunade's probably going to be a character leader, but it's cute that she's mentioned this early.
Oh wait, one other thing that I'm just always thinking about, and only Kyle Entertainment fans will know what I'm saying. And don't confirm for me. I don't want any confirmations. I remember you made a video about some random like woman, or like maybe it was a girl. Like a little girl. I don't remember. I don't know who that is or what, like where that's coming in. But one day or someone who's already shown up, but I just don't know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one day. But yeah. Anyway, that's it. You don't have to say anything.
I was thinking about things to say, but I'm not going to say nothing.
All right.
It is cute because they are doing the thing that Kakashi did with his students, where it's like, everybody tell me like what your goals are. And it's like Neji doesn't want to say, just like Sasuke.
Yep.
Ten wants to be. She doesn't want to like Sasuke, but she does want to be like Tsunade, which is cool. And Rock Lee wants to be a splendid ninja leader.
Yep.
And that means being cool.
That's right.
There's also a Neji monologue about hard work in here again, where he's like, "You got to be talented, pussy," when he's telling like Rock Lee to stop training or something. The lotus of the Leaf Village blooms twice. That's something that Rock Lee said last time to Sakura, and it's something what do you call it? Fucking Guy says here, so it's cute. The 8 inner gates. 5 gates Lee can open. I got the soy chills. He's gonna open the first one with the lotus. The 8th gate is stronger than the Kage, but you die. Kakashi thinks Guy is grossly irresponsible for teaching Lee such a technique, EliteAri. What do you think?
I think it's fine. It's probably a good idea to teach someone self-defense stuff, right? I don't know, as long as you trust them.
Well, this is like self-harm stuff.
Yeah, but if you're like, if you think you're gonna like die or something, I don't know.
Well, I don't know if that was the case here.
Well, that's the thing. The irresponsible thing would be telling him he could use it here, which is irresponsible, not good.
I feel like as like a father or a parental figure, you just like, this dumb fucking kid's gonna open all 8 and not care or something. That would be like what I would be scared of, but.
No, he knows how diligent
he hasn't taught him that, to be fair.
Yeah.
But probably because he's not strong enough to go further, I would guess, but we'll see. But the reason, because Lee always has like these things where you're only allowed to do it if to do this. But like to use the first lotus in the Forest of Death, Guy told him like, unless it's to protect somebody precious or something. Yeah. That's what he said as he did it. It was a cute moment back then. But here it was different. It was to protect and maintain one's ninja way. See, we love ninja ways now, Lee. But Lee's one is never to give up, and Naruto's is to never go back on his word.
That's Hinata's.
That's Hinata's too.
Yeah.
Yes. But the way he reveals this is really cool. I think it is literally the end of an episode. So,
Yep.
Oh, Kakashi's like, Lee is a genius. That's the only way he could do this. So it's like, oh, he's not a loser. That was cute.
Yep.
Oh, he frees a Pongs Gaara around. That was epic.
He frees a Pongs, like hits him and knocks him like to different sides or whatever.
Yeah, in the air. Yeah. And true. Like it spins and it's like, that's just fucking epic.
It is.
Lee was saving this for Neji. True, he says that. It's like, Neji, I was going to use this on you, your bitch ass. Also, not cool that Guy is teaching Lee things in secret. That's not cool. Well, I guess
No,
Kakashi
it's
is doing
his
that
favorite.
with Sasuke as we speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sasuke's Kakashi's favorite.
Yep.
That fucking prick. Oh my goodness, battery saver can go fuck itself, EliteAri. Where was I up to here? Hidden Lotus, EliteAri. Cool, that's the 5th gate.
Yep.
It's all got to do with lotuses, EliteAri. This probably makes sense in Japanese. It sounds similar or something. I don't entirely understand, but it's like the Lotus Devil. That's why he was so strong against Denji recently. Gaara softens his landing.
You realize those
and
are
Lee
different
falls
things,
down.
right? just checking.
Oh yeah, that's a locust, huh?
Okay, yeah. Damn.
No, it was a lotus, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Gaara softens his landing and Lee falls down. What does that mean? Oh yeah, he uses the sand to not die or whatever. And then, but he is fucked up and he is on his back, but he sand coffins Lee's arm and his leg as he tries to like back away.
This is a cool thing where it's like
get...
initially I didn't think of much of it, and then later on it's like revealed to be a really big thing. And like, man, that was like a crazy thing.
Well, yeah, he crushed those guys to death. So
yeah.
like, that's what he just did to his leg.
I think it's a really, I thought it was a cool reveal. And it was like a, why did you do this? You're evil. I hate you. You're up there with Neji and Tamari and, oh my god, Gaara.
No, Gaara's cool. Gaara's the best.
I mean, Gaara is definitely cool. At the same time, oh my god, I hope he loses. It's gonna be sick when he like dies one day or something. I don't know.
And Sasuke round 1. My goodness. Gaara tries to kill him, but Guy intervenes. We see a brief glimpse of Gaara's backstory. We don't understand. Oh, never mind. That's a different thing. I thought that was one sentence. But we do see like a flash of like Tamari and Konkuro as kids. We see Gaara as a kid briefly, and then we see what looks like the Kazekage, and then we see like this woman figure. So, EliteAri, do you think we're gonna get a flashback fleshing out Gaara's backstory at some point?
You know, I feel like we've already got quite a lot of it, but yeah, I guess, yeah, probably.
You think Naruto's not going to reiterate on a flashback?
No, it will. Crazy? It definitely will.
He doesn't understand why Guy would save Lee if he failed. Aww.
Yeah, because Gaara said didn't love him.
Yes, true. He tried to kill him. We don't know that yet.
Yeah.
Well, destroy him, EliteAri. I don't know why sometimes we pretend it's Ninja Turtles and we can't say kill, but we do it sometimes.
Well, destroy is worse than kill. Oh my god.
Would
you rather be killed or destroyed? What would you prefer?
I don't know. They both sound bad, EliteAri. Leave me alone. Gaara says he quits afterwards, but he still wins. True. He's like mad and like tries to quit, but he's still.
Well, you know, Guy Sensei intervened. I think you know he already.
Yeah, yes, of course. But it's just funny that like he still like shows up to the finals. But,
true.
So that's cool.
Well, he feels bad. He killed the sound guy. It's like I have to go like honor him or something. I don't know.
I think he liked killing that sound guy. I
that
got
wasn't
that
him.
From his monologue about how he loves killing people.
That was the thing inside him that comes out in the full moon. My god.
Oh, interesting. We'll talk about that later. Lee gets back on his feet while bleeding with no expression on his face. They really sell it like he's dead, which is interesting. Because like Guy like looks at his face and is like Lee, and like we haven't seen his face yet, and then his eyes are like, I was like, oh, maybe EliteAri might think he's fucking dead right now.
Well, you mean when he's standing up?
Since you're not reacting. Yeah, like he.
No, you know what I immediately thought?
Like
I thought, wow, this is where Mob Psycho 100 got it from. That's what I thought.
No, it's a Hajime. No, not Hajime no but Ashton no Joe thing. But that guy did die standing up, I think.
Right.
So it's also a One Piece thing. Spoiler alert.
Well. No.
Guy cries and says Lee is a splendid ninja. Naruto runs down and passes Gaara dramatically, EliteAri. Whoa.
Yep.
Lee will never be a ninja again.
That's what they say. And also, it did kind of feel like that. I was like, oh, maybe that actually will be a thing.
He was doing push-ups.
Because it is man, this fight is just so crazy, the fact that it happened at all. And it is kind of like, if it can happen here, and it can like subvert my expectations by so much, that maybe Rock Lee literally just will never become a ninja again. Like maybe it will be a thing. Like the show can do kind of unexpected things sometimes. Yeah. But I mean, now obviously we've seen him training and stuff in the hospital, so it's like he probably will. But like, I don't know. At this point, I was like, man, that's kind of crazy. What an ending. What a subversive thing, beginning to end.
R.I.P. Rock Lee. I'm sad he's dead.
Yeah.
But that's that finally.
Only his limbs. Wait a minute. You didn't quote the best part from the great Tamari, who's like, there's no way he could have beat Gaara. And she's like rubbing it in.
True, she says that confidently afterwards. That was so sick.
And I'm like, hell yeah, we love Tamari. She's such a villain. Yeah. My God.
She's gonna win.
I
She's
hope
gonna
so.
win, EliteAri.
Yeah.
But EliteAri, we have one more fight to go over. Your favorite, Dosu versus Choji.
You know what? I was so happy this was short. And I'm sure this is intentionally short. Like it probably is the gag or whatever that it's meant to be over quickly. But thank God.
Poor Choji, he just wanted the barbecue. But he got the barbecue anyway, actually.
Yeah.
So,
this was our last chance with the great Dosu. Yeah. Oh my God, this poor guy is gone.
I was going to say, I wrote it down wrong here. I said Doza is self-aware of Orochimaru's scheme and using him and his teammates as pawns. Ino cheats by calling Choji fat to fire him up. Expansion jutsu. That's where Choji gets really fat.
Mm-hmm.
He rolls really slow and then hits a wall. True, he was rolling so slowly. Right.
Yep.
Then he gets flicked and loses. He says, and then Dosu says he's more than a mere puppet.
Yep.
I don't know about that. They're gonna take Choji out for barbecue anyways, and that's our last fight, leader.
Yes.
I'd ask you to rank them, but you kind of did it as we went, so I don't know if we need to do all of that.
There's 3 I like. Obviously, I've said which ones they are. In terms of how I rank those 3, I don't know. They're all like, I'd rank them all equally for different reasons. I don't think I have a strong one where I'm like, this is the best one.
Hinata's the coolest. Fuck Rock Lee.
Yeah, maybe. Hinata's fighting was cooler, but I don't know, Rock Lee had some cool moments. Holy. But also, wait, I was looking through my notes.
Sure.
I actually have one more note it's from the Naruto fight. And this was like, because technically my notes are structured into like cool moments, and so far all the big fights have been like cool moment notes. And one of my other cool moment notes is, it's this cool scene where it's like contrasting Sakura and Hinata. And it's this dialogue where Hinata's like, wasn't that amazing? And she says it quietly, she's like, amazing. And when she's saying amazing, Sakura's like, that was amazing, Naruto. And I'm like, oh my goodness, look at this. We've got the quiet like person who's like cheering for Naruto, and we got like Sakura who's like screaming it for Naruto. I'm like, this is super cute, like contrasting these two. So yeah.
True, that's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a little bit of like wrap-up stuff for this we'll go through, and then I think, because I have a lot of notes on this after shit, I feel like we could probably talk about it in less than that.
All right.
But true, there's 9 ninja that made it through, 5 leaf, 3 sand, and 1 sound. There's more, and the final round EliteAri is more single matches. Are you excited?
I mean, the thing that kind of, when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay, I wonder why. But then the thing that makes it interesting is the fact that they have seen all their abilities, and now they're going to have to be more like creative about how they win.
Well, they're all going to have new abilities.
That also true. Like they have time to like train and stuff. I was hoping for like they're all fighting at the same time kind of thing, but I don't know. We'll see how this goes.
You did bring that up last time.
Yeah, I am interested.
Well, it makes sense because remember, we weren't supposed to have these preliminaries here, right?
Yeah,
there wasn't supposed to be this many, so it's like, oh, it's just the same thing.
Yeah.
But true, they get a month to train. It's going to happen in a month, so they can invite all the guests.
Yep.
Pretty cool. And then we get the matchups, which are Neji and Naruto. I'm not even looking at EliteAri.
Oh boy.
Then Sasuke and Gaara. Then Konkuro and Shino. And then Tamari. Well, actually, Tamari was by herself, and then it was supposed to be Dosu versus Shikamaru. But that boy Dosu dead, EliteAri. Dead.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I will do predictions more at the end, but those are the ones. I remembered them all pulling rope, but that must be a thing from the Buu arc. And because in this they just got like they just picked the numbers out.
Oh, like from the thing.
Like
the Buak they pull out like
that's the hunter exam thing.
Huh? Pulling rope from a hunter.
In one of these tournament arcs, there's like a blanket, and everybody grabs a piece of rope, and you pull it up, and the blanket goes away, and like the way the rope you pull is like connected to another person on the other side.
What on earth? I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay.
So let's say there's 8 people, right?
Yeah.
4 go on one side of a blanket, 4 go on the other side.
What's the blanket? Like the blanket's standing up or something? Or they're like lying down on the ground?
Well, you can't. No, the blanket's lying over the rope, because if you could see the ropes, you could figure out which one.
What is a rope?
So there's a
like
blanket
a single
over
rope?
a rope.
Like a jump rope? Like what are you talking about?
Oh my god.
I don't know what you're saying.
Different rope.
Okay.
You fucking idiot. And so
who's holding
they're all
ropes?
going to pull on one. What?
I don't. Oh, wait. You're saying that there's like 8 handles, right? Is what you're saying.
Yes.
And then everyone grabs the handle and they pull the rope, and then whoever like is lined up with the other person, they get paired up. Okay, I understand.
Yes.
Okay.
This definitely happens in one of those things I just mentioned.
It's nothing I've ever seen in my life. Okay.
You wouldn't know even if it was. Now, but true, I was waiting for that, and they just picked ballots or whatever. That wasn't cool. But true, we'll predict that later. And then I guess that's the wrap up for that. And then the other biggest thing to talk about, and obviously the biggest thing in this arc, is the introduction of fan favorite Jiraiya Sensei, EliteAri. I'm assuming you love him a lot.
I don't like obviously, like I've said at the beginning, I don't like any like comedy in Naruto. And this section definitely has the most comedy, and all of it is bad. Him as a character though, I think it's like I don't know, he's fine.
There's
like
enough
he doesn't
intrigue.
Yeah, like he
aside from the
doesn't.
com-
Yeah, like
right.
there is obviously the comedy like ruins a little bit, but like I don't know, he's fine. Like I don't hate him. Like I don't know, he's fine. That's probably the best compliment I can give him.
He's supposed to be your favorite character because he loves looking at sexy ladies.
And
Naruto. He did tell Naruto he had a sexy, tight body, EliteAri. Thoughts?
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Yeah.
All right, that was a good normie's reaction to that line.
But that
I'll
wasn't
tell you
even.
what.
He wasn't even the girl at that point or something, was he? It was like
No,
weird.
it was literally a guy.
Yeah, it was. I don't know.
He was literally like just posing to bring his chakra out with
Yep.
no shirt or pants on.
Yep.
This isn't a Mushoku Tensei thing, EliteAri, right? It's different.
Okay.
Funny.
Now wait.
I guess we'll probably
look at my
through it in
notes.
chronological order.
Wait, have we gone over or does this happen later with the Kakashi and Kabuto stuff, or is that later in the thing?
Well, that's about to happen. Yeah.
Okay.
I was curious. I thought maybe we'd talk about Jiraiya for a long time, but we probably there's nothing else to say.
Well, I mean, no, there's definitely stuff to say about him. Like, oh my god, he's one of the Sannin or whatever. Like, no, I don't know if that's what it's called. The three.
Yeah, he's
like,
one of the legendary Sannin.
Sannin. It's crazy.
That's two of them.
Yeah.
I guess this is a good part to talk about this too. So I'm going to pivot slightly, but it's kind of connected to this. We got a new OP and new ED. It did the thing where the ED changed before the OP.
Yes.
And this will happen a lot in Naruto. It was only like 2 episodes out though, and I was waiting because I really like the third Naruto OP. So let us know what you think, and then we'll analyze the visual. See if you're paying attention.
All right, both of them are like not very good. They're like I think I watched both of them once.
What?
And I was like, I'm not watching this again. There was one of them. You can tell me if it's the opening or the ending, but one of them had all of. Oh, I think it's the ending where it's like it has all of the. No, I actually don't know. It had like all of the pairings or whatever, like not pairings, like all the trios or whatever. The opening, yeah, I like that. Whatever that was pretty good. But I don't know. I don't like either of them that much at all.
The ED had like the chibi things running along the bottom.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, like that, EliteAri. You like that song?
No, not really.
This is obviously the best OP so far, so you're a little retarded, frankly. But true, they do show the Sannin in that, like Orochimaru, Jiraiya, and there's another character there.
In the opening?
Yes.
So I can see what they look like if I just look? Oh my god, why have you told me? I'd have to skip it now every time. I don't want to see them.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
You're an embarrassment. You refuse to engage with the topics.
True.
I guess I won't say anything in case it's Madara Uchiha. Like you might. Oh, well,
Uchiha?
you didn't know the last name of Madara, but there you go, EliteAri.
He's an Uchiha. That's actually kind of crazy.
My goodness.
That implies like a lot of things. Okay, interesting.
Never mind.
Yeah.
It doesn't, but it's okay.
No, it definitely does.
But true. I guess you didn't notice the third Sannin in the opening, so we can't talk about it. That's embarrassing, EliteAri.
Yep.
But there were other like younger versions of characters too, so I don't know. EliteAri just doesn't care.
Yep.
All right, we'll run through this quickly because there is a lot here, but I'm sure it'll remind us of certain little things. So first of all, Kabuto tries to kill Sasuke. Well, actually, there's a scene with Kabuto and Orochimaru where Kabuto is asking Orochimaru to let him go and kill the Hokage, which implies that Kabuto thinks he can kill the Hokage, EliteAri, so that's a little interesting.
It's a little bit silly. Yeah.
And then, you don't think Kabuto could kill the Hokage?
Absolutely not, no.
But Orochimaru could.
Absolutely, yes.
Interesting. They do some funny power scaling at some point where it's like, they're like, the Hokage used to be like the strongest guy ever. But he's like old now, which was cute. Kabuto wants to kill the Hokage. And Kabuto thinks Orochimaru doesn't trust him. And then they like play this game where Orochimaru's like, if you're actually trying to fuck me over, you should definitely go and kill Sasuke. And it's clear that they have like some tension here.
Yep.
Oh, and they both realize that like Naruto is a great threat to them because him being friends with Sasuke will like stop him from going over to them, which is interesting. Orochimaru tells you if he wants to stop him, you should kill Sasuke. True. And then Kabuto goes to do it. Well, first of all, he beats up those Anbu guys really easy, which is kind of crazy. Oh, and he has an ominous line about he's going to be perfect for Orochimaru's secret ninjutsu.
Yep.
True.
You want me to speculate? What on earth could I speculate on?
Well, there's nothing you can really say.
Okay.
But, yeah.
He's going to turn him into a snake.
Write that down,
snake before. I don't know. I have no idea.
You're supposed to be invested in the secret ninja.
You know, I think I'm sure I said this in our first discussion. I remember at one point Sasuke was talking to a dinosaur or something, so maybe the dinosaurs will come in. I have no idea.
True, like Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Kabuto like tries to power scale himself when Kakashi shows up. He's like, "You should have had 10 guards for me." So that was pretty funny. Oh, and also it's ambiguous whether or not he was going to kill or abduct Sasuke because he pulls his like scalpel out because he's like a healing guy. But like then Kakashi says like you drew your weapon as soon as you knew I was here. So it's like, did he draw it for Sasuke or for Kakashi? We'll never know. We don't know where
probably for
Kabuto's
Kakashi
thingies. Yeah. Oh, wow. Larry just knows everything.
Yep.
Kabuto is the Leaf Ninja's Medical Corps chief's son, adopted son.
I feel like
last time we learned that last time we heard that he was like adopted by a Jonin because he was the only survivor of a like battle someplace. So yeah. He used the dead soul jutsu to animate the dead for a little while. That's kind of crazy.
Yep.
And yeah, he escapes, and Kakashi says, "I need to get better."
What are you talking about? We skipped over the best thing ever, which is that he tries to escape, and Kakashi has clones already in place to stop him, and it's like so
true.
Cool. Oh my god!
It's like the Naruto like Okomaru thing, where it's like a double triple fake out with the clones. It's
sick.
But yeah, he dives out the window.
And I wrote down in my notes that Kakashi implies that he wants to get stronger, and I was like, whoa. Kakashi wants to get
said. He thinks
wait, you said that? I didn't even hear that. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
oh my god.
And that's we see him like training. He's like trying to climb that mountain, but then Sasuke's on the top later.
Yep.
He thinks he's out of shape. My goodness. Did you think Kakashi was always going to be the same strength the whole series?
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting. Oh, we're cutting back to them choosing their things. Oh, the Hokage says that the Kaze Kage is coming to the Chunin exam final. So there's drama there. Obviously, we know they're going to turn on them, but also he's Gaara's father who keeps trying to kill him. So potentialities for drama, EliteAri. Can you believe it?
Yep.
Naruto wants Kakashi to train him, but Kakashi says he can't because he has to train Sasuke. And then the great Ibisu Sensei shows up to train him.
He showed up. This guy. You know what I thought when he showed up? I'm like, who the hell are you? Have I seen you before? That's what I thought. And then
you remembered because of the great flashback they provide.
To this day, I still am thinking, like, I remember that scene where he, like, there was a bunch of women, like, Naruto's, and he freaked out. I don't remember what the context, how was that, when did that happen? Was that in the first episode?
He's Konohamaru's trainer, you idiot.
Yeah, but, like, when did he have the interaction with Naruto and the sexy jutsu?
Oh, because he thought Naruto had kidnapped Konohamaru or whatever.
When did that? I don't remember this at all for some reason. I don't know why.
In episode 2, it was a whole episode about Konohamaru. It was terrific.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
And then he said Naruto sexy jutsu'd him.
Okay. Lovely.
Naruto's basic skills need the most work, EliteAri, and Ibisu is the best trainer ever, apparently. There's going to be a film adaptation of Kakashi's book that we later find out Jiraiya writes. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And then Naruto was pretending to be the girl in the front. Naruto's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't happy that the movie was becoming a book or a book was becoming a movie?
I'll be honest, I don't even remember this as like a detail. I don't know.
Unbelievable. Then they go to Ichiraku Ramen, EliteAri, Naruto's favorite ramen spot, who later they give Naruto a free ramen bowl the night before.
Oh, yeah.
That was very cute, huh?
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's that place like Kyle keeps telling me they go to and I never remember. But
yeah,
look, it's like character continuity here. Like they remember him and they're giving him food. That was cute.
With Mr. Ichiraku there and his sexy daughter, EliteAri.
What? I don't remember. What does that mean?
She's at least 19.
Is this like a thing they say?
She's the server there.
No, they call her the sexy daughter or something?
No, I'm calling her the sexy daughter right now.
Okay. I don't even remember what she looks like.
Stupid. A sexy daughter.
All right.
Naruto's got to learn chakra control. We have a little clone cartoon showing that Sakura is the best and Sasuke's a little bit better than Naruto, but Naruto's the absolute worst.
Sakura is the best.
And we got to learn Huh? So,
I
yeah,
was just saying
Sakura
Sakura's the best, yeah.
Well, I just said you said that Sakura is the best. You want to say it again?
No, I think you're just a bit behind. Keep going.
Say it with conviction,
Now you're cutting out a little
EliteAri.
bit. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay.
EliteAri thinks Sakura is the very best, like no one ever was.
No, I've got 3 characters on my favorite character list, and she is definitely on that list, yeah.
I was gonna say, there's no way she's not on that fucking list.
Yeah, she's at the top of the list.
So EliteAri, to get our chakra up, we gotta, well, chakra control up, we gotta balance on water. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it like grossed me out where I'm like, oh, you're gonna get wet and you're gonna have to like get out of it. It was like an uncomfortable feeling of like, oh, water, god.
It's like going for a swim. It's super cool.
Yeah,
I want to
you're
learn
in
to
your
walk on
clothing
water.
and stuff. I don't like that.
Naruto figured it out eventually. He took his clothes off.
Yeah.
But even then, he wasn't in swimmers. What was he doing?
Yeah.
It's like walking up trees, but harder because water's like wavy. See. Oh, and there's a little flashback about how Konohamaru trains properly now because he was inspired by Naruto. Yeah. That's cute. Then Jiraiya, also like Naruto like tried to run away from Ibizu for like a half an episode or something.
Yep.
Jiraiya is here, and Ibizu tries to attack him because he doesn't like peeping toms, but then he gets smashed by a toad, EliteAri. And Naruto has a funny line about how he's an even bigger perv than Ibizu. Now that's no good, EliteAri.
No, it's
we get the new ED here. There's March and Chibis. We love that one. True. Naruto. Oh, do you remember how Naruto tried to figure out if Ibizu was knocked out, EliteAri?
I think it was a joke about he would have noticed that. Did he do his sexy jutsu thing? I don't remember. It was something about related to that.
No, he gave him what? Remember Kakashi's secret move? 1,000
years
of death?
Yeah, that's right. He like,
he poked his ass.
Yeah, that's right.
That's not cool. He penetrated him.
Yep.
Unconscious. This Naruto is no good. And let me tell you something. That's on the consent front. This Jiraiya is not much better.
Yeah.
But Jiraiya is a Toad Mountain Sage, EliteAri. What do you think about that?
I think, you know what I thought? I thought Toad. That's why Kyle told me to remember that Toad guy in episode 1. So I went back and I watched that first scene after he got introduced and mentioned Toad.
It's the great Gamabunta, EliteAri.
That was crazy. My goodness. But this was before I met him. So I was like, well, that's not the Toad he's on. There's like a giant Toad.
So you were even more excited when he showed up, were you?
Yeah, I was like, that's the guy. I just watched him like 10 minutes ago.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was very cool.
And yes, the 4th Hokage had the toads too. That's crazy.
Yep.
And everybody starts talking about the 4th Hokage.
Wait, yeah, is now the time to yeah, when are we going to talk about this? Because I have a thing with.
No, we'll do it in a second.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, obviously you have a thing to say, Stupid.
No, I think I figured out something genius.
But Naruto calls.
Go ahead.
Naruto calls.
Are we that out of sync on your end? Go ahead.
I think we're like 2 seconds out. Should we do a quick hang up and come back?
What
do you reckon?
Keep going. Okay, maybe actually keep get it. Leave here and come back. Leave and come back. All right. Oh my god, everyone, don't worry. I'll entertain you while Carl's gone. What a loser that guy is. Oh no, he's back. All right.
Never have we been more in sync, EliteAri.
Wonderful.
Oh my god, you said it right after me. This is terrific. Pervy Sage, EliteAri. That's a funny name.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't like any of this, okay? I don't know. It's just not good. I don't like any of the jokes. I don't like any of the sex stuff. I don't like any of this.
We all knew you weren't gonna like it, EliteAri. But besides that, it's so funny how there's 4 episodes in a row where it opens on Jiraiya perving on a girl with like the exact same shot. It's pretty fucking funny.
Yep.
He's doing research for his novels. He writes the novels Kakashi reads, EliteAri. This is deep lore.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Anyway. Naruto tries to convince Jiraiya to train him, but Naruto has to go on the chase. True, he has to find him he buys a watermelon, EliteAri. That was pretty funny.
Yep.
And then he uses the sexy jutsu on him. It's hilarious. All right, EliteAri. Now he's going to train him.
Yeah.
Naruto got a melon. What's bro doing? I had written down, EliteAri. I'm so funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get an ominous scene where Ibizu like comes up to Jiraiya and Jiraiya's like, "I'm sorry for stealing your student, bro." And they like know of each other, so that's kind of cool.
Yep.
Jiraiya. Well, we said last time that Orochimaru used to be in the village, and then I did say that the Sannin were ex-Leaf Village guys. So Jiraiya is from the Leaf Village. He's been around these parts. He knows everybody here. Also, I totally remembered this as an Kakashi Jiraiya scene. So, but it was actually Ibizu, which is kind of crazy.
Yep.
True, Jiraiya says Naruto has quite a tight, sexy body. He notices Naruto's seal and knows everything about it. What are you giggling about, EliteAri?
The tight, sexy body thing. It's just so crazy. Like, it must be
It is the
different in
craziest
Japanese or
thing.
something. Like, it must be a weird dub thing.
It's something that was fucked up in this translation.
Yeah.
It may be in Japanese, he's like, do that sexy thing with your body again or something, and it was mistranslated. I don't know what the fuck. Jiraiya never hits on another boy, EliteAri, so it's not a bisexual angle, I don't think.
Mhm.
But anyway, spoiler. If there was a gay character in Naruto, EliteAri, would you freak the fuck out?
No? Why? What do you mean? Why would that be weird?
It's too old for there to be a gay character, my goodness. He notices Naruto's seal and knows everything about it. He even knows that Orochimaru fucked with it. That was like
Yeah, that
really
was really cool.
I think this is before. No, it's definitely after. He's assigning because it's after the Ibizu scene.
Yep.
But yeah, he's like that fucking Orochimaru. And Ibizu even says like, "You've come to look for Orochimaru, haven't you?" And he says, "No, I wasn't doing that."
I think
was he telling the truth, EliteAri?
Wait, one thing I liked
very
was
convenient.
the fact that he was saying. I think when he was talking about Orochimaru's work, he was talking about how it was crude or something, and I was like, "Oh, that's very funny." I don't know if he would use the word crude, but he said something to imply that it wasn't like neat or tidy or something. And I was like, "Oh, that's like kind of cool." Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's like like that. It was cool. Yeah, characterization wise. Also, EliteAri, I really got to pee again, so press pause.
All right, guys, we'll be back again. All right, and we're back. Go ahead.
Pissing finished, everybody. Now we were talking about Orochimaru's seal being crude and how Jiraiya just undid it. That was pretty cool. He has the power to do that. All these Sannin, they're super strong and stuff.
Yep.
Now, what exactly was I at, EliteAri? Yeah, Kankuro did do... No, that's way later. Jiraiya, afterwards he starts... Naruto can do it like straight away after he undoes the seal, EliteAri.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool, Naruto was with a handicap. That's in something else, right? They like undo a thing and then somebody can start doing it perfectly. Is that a Dragon Ball Z thing, EliteAri?
If I were to guess, it could be like Guru unlocking Gohan's abilities or something. I don't know.
Now I'm thinking like Harry Potter. I don't think that's the right one either. We'll never know these things. True. And Jiraiya also like recognizes immediately that like the fourth Hokage is the one that put the seal in, and he knows that this is the Nine Tails boy and stuff. So these smart big old people, they know everything, EliteAri. It's crazy. Yeah. Naruto can walk on water flawlessly, even jumping. Jiraiya says it's time to teach Naruto how to use the fox's chakra. Oh my goodness, EliteAri.
It's happening so much sooner than I would have thought. Yeah, it's crazy.
Is it the whole thing? Oh my goodness. Or just a little bit of the chakra? We'll find out.
Well, I mean, he just negotiates. Go ahead.
Hello? Oh, we're not up to that yet. Okay. You said go, and then I heard a head like 2 seconds later. So
all right, lovely. I'm
sure we're doing fine, EliteAri. It's explained to Naruto that he has two chakras inside him, a red chakra and a blue chakra.
Oh my god, JJK reference. Isn't that crazy? Oh my goodness, he's just like Gojo.
Chainsaw Man reference. Chainsaw Man.
What? There's a red and blue
Red Denji. Red Denji and blue Denji. Or red Denji and black Denji.
Or Gojo's red and blue, which are two of his abilities, using energy. That's great.
Gojo's a little pussy. Yeah. Anyway. And Jiraiya is like slowly quizzing Naruto to figure out how much he knows about the fox himself, which was like cute. Now I have Jiraiya talk with Ibizu. No, this must have... Oh, I guess I must have done that out of order. New OP, it's so good, I have written down here earlier. You're an idiot for not agreeing. Everyone is little kids, including something that we aren't saying, apparently. Ibizu agreed not to tell the Hokage that Jiraiya is back, EliteAri. Oh, that could be bad. And he even says, like, the Hokage's had guys looking for Jiraiya for ages.
It's because he's so strong. He's like, he's the only one who can defeat Orochimaru. It's crazy.
Or does he love him as a brother or son or something?
What on earth? Love who? What?
Jiraiya? He used to be a Leaf Village, and the Hokage has a monologue about how he loves the Leaf Village and everybody in it.
I just assumed they were the same age. I don't know.
That's why I said brother or son, as to not spoil the age differences.
Oh, okay, true. Maybe a grandson.
Stupid. Maybe a grandson. True. That's him and his other grandson, Konohamaru. They're about the same in age, I believe. Gaara kills Dosu, EliteAri. Apparently, Gaara doesn't sleep. When the moon is full, Gaara's demon comes out. It looks freaky. What the hell?
Yep. And it's a full moon for this final fight. Oh my god.
Yeah, very convenient. That's
but it's during the day, so I don't know if it applies. But yeah, it's... Oh my god.
They will fight into the night, and then it'll apply. Oh my goodness. Kabuto and Baki, which is Gaara's sensei, who we get a little bit of in these episodes, are conspiring to destroy the Leaf Village. Did you expect the great heel turn here from the Sand Village, EliteAri? Were you shocked and awed?
You know what I was at this point? I was a little confused, where I'm like, what? What's going on here? Like, there's the Sound Village, there's the Sand Village, they're both villains, like someone's related to Orochimaru, someone's not. I didn't really get it. All right, what's happening here? Explain it to me.
Well, it turns out, EliteAri, those two villainous groups are on the same side, so you don't got to think about it very hard. Yeah,
but what does that mean? Is that like even the whole time they've just been under Orochimaru, like all of them? Like, I don't...
No, EliteAri, I'm about to explain, so hold your horses. So the great Orochimaru founds the Sound Village. He goes and he says, hey, Kazekage, you're getting fucked by this feudal lord deal or something that we just explained. Shouldn't we go destroy the fucking Leaf Village to show that you're really strong and that you should have more power or something? And I also hate the Leaf Village. And the Leaf Village seems to think I could beat them all by myself. Let's go and beat them up. And and they said, sounds sweet. And also this Kazekage guy, it doesn't seem like a nice guy. So he seems the type.
So what I don't understand is, you're saying, does this happen before anything we see in the Chunin exam, or is this...
Yeah.
So they already knew about... Does that mean Gaara and like brother and sister, do they know about Orochimaru and stuff or not? Or is that like, what's the...
No, I don't...
Okay.
Oh, I think they know about the Sound Village. The Sound Village kids definitely didn't know about them. But, obviously Dosu tried to kill Gaara.
Yeah.
Because we cut back to Baki telling them that they're going to the Chunin exams, and they're like, why would we do that? Like, this doesn't matter. And so, yeah. But I think he says in that scene, he's like, yeah, us in the Sound Village, we're going to, like, attack the Leaf Village. And Tamari's like, why would we attack the Great Leaf Village? They're our allies. Because she's so nice and stuff. But then they just do it. And Gaara is key to the plan.
Well, I mean, he is pretty strong, yeah.
But not as strong as Guy Sensei. Or could the demon beat up Guy Sensei?
Depends on the full moon. Oh my god.
Oh, interesting. True, the demon came out and stuff. Baki and Kabuto are conspiring to destroy the Leaf Village, and it's overheard.
You know, I just had a thought. Man, it's a little depressing of a thought, but maybe it won't be depressing in the end. But it is kind of like, we're really like, Naruto's our main character, and he has the nine-tailed fox in him. But the nine-tailed fox was, like, defeated. Like, it wasn't really that crazy. So it's like a thing of, like...
sealed.
Well, yeah, but, like, it was...
it wasn't
sealing
defeated.
something is defeating it. Like, the fight was done. He lost the fight, the nine-tailed fox, and now he's, like, not really an issue at the moment. Like, I don't know.
Did King Piccolo lose the fight to that old dude in Dragon Ball?
I haven't seen that arc, so I can't even tell you.
He snuck up on him and sealed him.
I feel like, I don't know. It feels weird to me where it's like, if like Naruto was to channel the full power of the nine-tailed fox, I don't buy that he would be like as strong as, like, undefeatable. Because it's like, the nine-tailed fox, even in its pure form, like with its whole crazy physical body, like lost to like a few people. It wasn't like a bunch of people. It was just like, you know, these three, like, not three, it was like two... I don't even know. It was the Hokage. He beat him. Okay, it was the
whole village was attacking the fox, right?
Yeah, but like, I don't care about them. Whatever. They got beat by two people basically.
So in power scaling, you think that Gamabunta and the fourth Hokage are stronger than the nine-tailed fox?
It does seem that way. Yeah, in a way. I don't know. It's a bit weird to me. I don't know.
Interesting. You know, we'll keep a pin in that. Believe it or not, we might find out the answer to that one.
Yeah, the reason I brought this up is because of the Gaara thing about the demon inside him and like how strong is that going to be? And it just makes me think like obviously it can't be stronger than the nine-tailed fox. But then I think, man, the nine-tailed fox wasn't really that strong either. So I have no idea. What is the true power of this world? I don't know.
Like when they start doing this, they do start sucking the dick of this fourth Hokage a lot. So maybe he's was super duper exceptionally strong. Like is Gaara like stronger than Orochimaru, or is this like a two-pronged attack where they're both going to attack or something, and like the Leaf Village can't deal with both of them at once? Or, we'll have to see. There's also the Great Tamari and her fan.
Yep.
Nobody can beat that.
But I guess there is also things that we've talked
true.
about before, like the fact that Orochimaru wasn't really scared of the Nine-Tailed Fox inside Naruto, and like there is like little things like that hint at like, man, maybe the Nine-Tailed Fox isn't that strong. I don't know. For some reason in my mind, I always thought it was a lot stronger than I guess it probably will be. But yeah.
And how strong is Itachi, EliteAri? Oh, no,
don't
Orochimaru. Oh my goodness, EliteAri. Power scaling on that high ends. My goodness. True. Yes, they're conspiring to destroy the Leaf Village, EliteAri, and they're overheard by the coughing proctor, Gecko, whatever his name was. Oh my
god, rest in peace. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it.
And then Baki killed him with a wind blade after he used phantom something cool jutsu.
Yep.
That was sad. And then the Anbu find him the next day, and there's a purple-haired girl who's very sad about it.
Yep.
The Kazekage is in on the plan, and so are the Sand Kids, we find out. True. But the Sand people are also not sending many ninja. They've just got like the 4 of them, and the Kazekage is going to be there. So that's interesting. I have written down, I like Naruto playing the straight man in the comedy. That was funny. He did have to do that with Jiraiya a lot.
Yep.
Naruto can't manifest his red chakra. He needs to be distressed. Summoning jutsu. He starts, you have to make a blood contract, EliteAri. Wasn't that cool?
It was fine. I don't know. Kakashi did it, and it was cool with those boxes back in the day.
It's literally the coolest thing ever. My goodness, and Attack on Titan stole it. Where are we up to? Where the fuck was the thingy? Oh, there. Summoning jutsu. Oh, it's a teleportation jutsu bound by a blood contract. Naruto has a clone battle royale, true, to deplete his chakra. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, this brings up the question that I had, which is that, like, is it just not in canon, or, like, is it, like, what happened? Because in the first episode, he makes, like, 200 clones, and it was, like, pretty easy. Like, what is that, like, a retcon thing where it's like he can't do that anymore, or like what's going on there, or is that going to be explained one day maybe?
I don't know.
Okay,
maybe we just didn't want to animate that many clones fighting each other.
Okay.
Because he made a lot on that bridge too.
What bridge? The Naruto bridge?
On the Great Naruto bridge at the very end.
Didn't Kakashi do that? He made like 100 clones or whatever.
No, I think they both did.
Oh, maybe.
But yeah, he was really mad in the first episode too, so it could be like his face did look foxy, like how it looks when he's about to like freak out in that first episode. Yeah, 9-tailed foxy.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
So that could be a thingy, or again, it's the first fucking episode. They didn't know what they were doing.
Yep.
But yes, he summoned tadpoles, and then he summons a tadpole with legs, and that was funny. And then he had a little fat frog, and he's slowly building up.
Yep.
There's a big Jonin meeting about the death of Gecko. Oh, we're all very sad. Right. Everybody wants to blame Orochimaru. They again refuse to call off the exams. We see the Hokage advisors for the first time, I think. True. There's like two old people that sit either side of the Hokage that were like given orders.
Is this the scene where the Hokage wasn't wearing his hat and I didn't recognize him until afterward?
Maybe.
Yeah, that was a scene like that. It was strange.
He's an old man, EliteAri. Open your eyes.
Yep.
They also know about the Sound Village in Kabuto now. True, Kabuto blew his cover. They found out, and they're like, alliances don't mean that much because we found that out in the last great ninja war, EliteAri. Ninja wars? That's the coolest concept I've ever heard of in my whole life.
It's true. I think they talked about it last time, right? I think. Where they were talking about the different, like, I don't know, it was like the balance of power, and they were talking about them going to war and sending soldiers representatives of their ideals. I don't know, it was the whole thing.
But this is also implying some sort of an incident that we might find out about in the future, about a betrayed alliance or something of the sort. There's Anbu in every village to gather information right now, EliteAri, so watch out. The Hokage has great trust in the Jonin. He's so sweet, EliteAri. He says, no matter what happens, I trust everybody in this room that we'll win or something.
Yep.
How cute. Ino and Sakura go flower shopping, EliteAri.
Oh
Did
my
you remember
God.
that Ino works in a flower
I
shop?
didn't, but it was so good when she's like working there, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I loved it. It was fantastic.
Did you have the sign outside translated for you to say Yamanaka flower shop like I did
Absolutely
on my
not.
great version? Oh my goodness. That's
Wait, I think
Ino
we
Yamanaka?
because in my notes the flower store thing is later, so I think we must have skipped over this. Sakura has parents. Isn't that like crazy? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's like such a weird thing to me. I don't know why I just like obviously Naruto doesn't
literally
have
my
parents.
next note
Like Sasuke doesn't have
is-
parents. Like it's just crazy. Go ahead.
Also, Sakura has a mum.
Yeah, it's crazy.
She does have a dad too. She like talks about him sometimes. I'm pretty sure canonically we never ever see them.
Well,
there is like
I've
a
heard their
filler
voice.
episode where they're in it. But yeah, it is funny that like they don't talk about it too much.
Mhm.
It is like who are letting their like 12-year-old kids be ninjas, but fine.
True.
But yeah, that is a funny thing that you just don't think about sometimes.
Yep.
But like Ino has a dad, we've seen that, but
I
like
can believe
he's
that.
a ninja guy, so that makes sense. Sakura's parents ain't even ninjas.
Mhm.
But true. Sakura gets a flower for Sasuke and for EliteAri.
Yeah. Wow.
They run into Choji, Shikamaru, and Asuma too. They're eaten after they've been training. We see Neji and Tenten training too. We see Kiba and Kurenai like running at Shino to train. That was pretty cool. And Hinata's just hiding in the corner. She's still injured or something.
Yep.
We also see the Sand Kids getting told their plan, but we don't hear it. Both Sasuke and Lee are not in their beds. True, but neither one of them were in the hospital. That was crazy, EliteAri.
Yep.
Kakashi climbing to train. Sasuke's already there. Lee didn't get nearly as far away. He's just outside. Sakura says boys are always pushing things too far, EliteAri.
Yeah, goddamn idiots. We hate boys.
Anything to say about these boys in the hospital and Ino and Sakura, your favorite too?
This is, yeah, very cute interactions between those two. The flower stuff was very cute. What can I say? Like, the stuff about the hospital I have one thing later, but it's a question. I don't know, I don't really have too much.
Yeah, there's a Gara thing in the hospital later too.
Yeah.
Naruto summons a tadpole with legs. Then the next episode, he has a fat little frog. It's been 3 weeks, they say.
Yeah, you know what? This tadpole progression, I think, was a bit too slow. I got sick and tired of seeing the same tadpole like 3 times. It was too much.
No, it's funny.
No.
I liked it. We briefed all of this probably could have been like 4 episodes, but it was like 8 or something. But Naruto's pacing is still pretty bad.
Oh, actually, I was about to say, pacing doesn't really cross my mind at all. Like, it's not really an issue at all for me. I'm not ever like,
you just love old anime, EliteAri.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But yeah, the Naruto Kiba fight didn't need to be 2 episodes, bro. We briefly see glimpses of all the Kage, especially the 4th. True, we get a close up of the 4th Hokage, and we see brief shots
like so
of
much
it
more
in
detailed than
photograph.
all the other ones. It's like crazy.
Well, yeah, they're like trying to draw your focus to it. Also, I think they're trying to hide the first 2 for like reveals later. Anko and the Hokage have a talk about how there's no ninja in the village who could beat Orochimaru, probably. Not even him.
That's
probably. Right. Anko wishes the 4th was still alive.
Wow. Rip.
Do you have anything to say about the great 4th
pause
Hokage
to say
here?
that the 4th is actually still alive? Yeah. Is that what that means? I don't know.
I don't know.
He's obviously Naruto's dad, right? He's got blonde hair. It's like that's obviously the thing. I mean, we'll see. Maybe not. It'd be crazy if it wasn't Naruto's dad and they just gave him blonde hair by coincidence. But yeah, we'll see.
He sealed it in his own son?
Yeah, that's probably the best person to seal it into, right? You're not going to take some random person's son, right? You take your own son. You're like, I'm making a sacrifice here.
Well, we learn a few things about him. So he was also with the Toads, EliteAri. Does that imply anything to you?
Not really. I just assumed that, what's his name? What's that guy's name? The Toad guy?
Jiraiya?
Yeah, I assumed Jiraiya, like, loaned the Toad to him or whatever.
Or maybe he had some sort of a relationship with Jiraiya, maybe.
Well, yeah, but that's what I assumed. Wait, is that not what the default assumption is? Why he's sitting on the... Wait, that was him sitting on it, right?
Yeah,
at the end, at the beginning of episode 1? Or was that Jiraiya?
That was him.
Yeah.
That was him. Or maybe it was Jiraiya. Whoa, crazy.
True.
Well, that's a twist.
Maybe they're the same person.
But no, he didn't have long white hair. Well, it was 12 years ago. Jiraiya might have had colored hair.
Yeah, well, also,
Jiraiya does have white hair in the opening, so when he was a little kid.
Non-canon opening, yes.
Non-canon, all right. The
That damn
but yes,
Ken
that's
Dan
the big
episode, the best episode. Non-canon.
yes, that's upset. Well, no, that was very canon, right?
Alright.
It's in the anime.
Yeah.
Naruto's last day on Earth. This was Naruto had a little empty froggy wallet and whatever. Jiraiya throws him off a thingy, EliteAri. Can you believe it?
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Yeah. Wow.
And he had to summon the great Gamabunta to save the day. But actually, we'll get into stuff because there's things before that are interesting. But also, Naruto has to go hug a girl, so he tries to hug Sakura, but she punches him. That was pretty funny. Jiraiya punches him and asks the fourth forgiveness for what he was about to do. So, what's up with that? Because he knocked Naruto out and was going to throw him off the thingy. Iruka is giving a lesson on the Hokage to his class. And then one of them says, Iruka tries to say he's going to be the fifth Hokage. So that's our new contender.
That was very funny. I like that one. That little interaction. It was funny. Yeah, bro, you're going to become the fifth Hokage.
And then the third Hokage showed up and told him off.
Yep.
It wasn't very nice of that Hokage. He was laughing at him.
Yep.
And then he gives a speech. It was a sweet little speech. And when Iruka introduced him, he says he was the strongest and considered a genius, and some people call him the professor.
Yeah, oh my god. I like this interaction.
So,
I liked it so much that I wrote in my notes. I said, I like the little interaction between the school kids and the fourth Hokage.
The third Hokage, but
sorry, yes,
okay,
third.
whatever.
You're right.
You've got to protect those precious to you, he says. And the third has people precious to him. He says he has his grandson. He's sitting there. That grandson definitely felt important that day. But then he says, I also have everybody in this village. He's their protector, EliteAri.
Even Orochimaru.
And that fucking Orochimaru is going to come from.
Yep.
EliteAri. Oh, is that going to happen? Oh, does he love Orochimaru too still? Oh, is he torn? Oh. Naruto visits the fox inside the seal for the first time, EliteAri. Did you like this cool environment we've got in the seal?
Yeah, it reminded me of Yu-Gi-Oh! It was cool. We're inside the Millennium Puzzle.
That's true. And the voice thing they have over the fox kind of is like the voice thing they use sometimes in Naruto. Yep. It's not Naruto, Yu-Gi-Oh! He's got a really creepy face, EliteAri. Did you see that creepy face?
I did, yeah.
That was scary, huh? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. You know what it reminded me of, unironically? In Doctor Who, I guess somewhat spoilers for Doctor Who. I don't know if anyone cares about spoilers for Doctor Who, so listen up, guys.
Spoil me!
In Doctor Who, there's a double, I'm not giving too many details. There's a Doctor Who episode where the Doctor meets Satan. It's kind of crazy. But the interesting thing they do is that there's the separation between the body of Satan and the mind of Satan, which is really interesting. Where he has the various there's the stereotypical satanic looking body that's like a giant kind of evil creature looking thing that's locked up somewhere. But then there's also the mind of Satan that is this ominous kind of calm but also kind of crazy scary sounding voice that's speaking to you with intelligence and stuff. This is kind of doing a very similar thing where it's there is the scary body of the fox, but there is also the intelligent mind of it, which is something that I wouldn't have expected. So I kind of like it.
And you think he's just a little weakling?
Maybe that's the way he comes across sometimes because they beat him. So what can I say? But he's smart. He's got intelligence, like all the other animals in this world. So yeah.
And he agreed to give Naruto a little bit of his chakra because Naruto stopped telling him off. He says, "Listen here, fox."
Yep.
But then also, the fox drops that if Naruto dies, he's going to die too. Which you'd think if Naruto died, he'd just pop out. But apparently that's not how this works, EliteAri.
That's right. Scary. Now fix your microphone. I don't know what you did, but you sound terrible right now.
What could have happened?
I don't know. You did something. Everyone listening right now is
still sound
you fixed
it.
Well done. That was wonderful. Good job.
Oh, and I think the headphones are old, so I moved the cord a little bit. So sometimes when headphones get old like that.
Yep.
What was I just saying? Oh, we summoned Gamabunta earlier. I love this frog.
My initial reaction on seeing the frog was oh, Like, is this going to be the pinnacle of Naruto's power that he's going to have this frog? That's a little lame. But then
This
we got
frog
to
is
like,
even stronger than the nine-tailed fox, apparently.
yeah, but no, but it also is kind of lame because it's like it's a weird frog thing. But then we got to know him more, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. We like this guy. What's his name? Say the name again.
Oh yeah, Gamabunta,
Gamabunta. We love him. He's great.
the chief toad. Don't
Yep.
fuck with him. He's got a pipe and he's got like piercings
right.
on his big tongue.
He's awesome. We love him.
He talks and he's pissed too. He's a lord and a chief, and he has a pipe.
Yep.
He calls out Jiraiya and wants to beat his ass. He says, "Where's this Jiraiya? Why did he summon me?" Because he hasn't realized the little Naruto summoned him.
Yep.
Naruto says he's going to be his henchman. He doesn't believe. True. You love Naruto. Naruto doesn't believe he doesn't believe Naruto summoned him. What the fuck is Sasuke going to do if Naruto summons Gamabunta, EliteAri? Good question.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Fuck you little Sasuke.
Yep.
Now, you know, if you summon some sort of a demon, that would seem like an even matchup, but we'll see about that. Also, this is the same toad. The fourth was on in the first of episode 1. I was so excited to tell you that, EliteAri, and have you freak out, but you figured it out all by yourself, and I'm disappointed,
You pointed
frankly.
it out, I think, in both discussions we've done previously.
True, I love the great Gamabunta. I was like, oh my god, he's in episode 1, I forgot.
Yep.
Naruto has to hold on to Gamabunta to prove himself. Oh my goodness, that's so cute.
Yep.
Kankuro says Tamari could have taken the year. Yeah, we talked about this. Also, they reveal that she also knows Dosu's dead because she knows she's going to face Shikamaru in the next round. Yep. So Gaara like told him, or they found the body or something. Rip. We see this, but also the proctor doesn't know it. So maybe they hid the body. I don't know. Like at the end, they're like, "Oh, Sasuke's late, Naruto's late, and Dosu's late." So they don't know he's fucking dead. We see the Sand Village for the first time. Oh my goodness, Leary, it's Sandy.
You know what? I don't even remember it. The Sand Village. I mean, obviously we spend time there.
You see it twice.
Yeah, but like I don't remember the out. Oh, actually, I do remember it. Yeah, it actually. Yeah, true.
It was like a ball, a big ball.
It's like a ball. What does that mean? I don't know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, the central building in the middle was a big ball.
All right, cool.
You got to pay attention, Leary.
Yep.
Where the fuck was I up to? We see the Sand Village in their flashback where they're first told about the exams. They hate the feudal order and budget cuts. Yep. They have less ninjas, so they focus on making the small few the best. And that's why they made Gaara.
Yep.
Kazekage agrees with this plan. Gaara is key to their attack. Tamari seems against the war. It's an A+ rank mission. They aren't training at and they're not training at all. Like everybody else we see training, but like Kankuro is just like fucking with his puppet and Tamari's like cleaning her fan.
Yep.
We also see the Kazekage for the first time behind a screen, and he has like a conversation with Baki. Oh, now second Kage EliteAri. My goodness.
Yep.
Thoughts? Can he beat up the old man?
He can't even beat up Gaara. Wait, no, definitely not.
Well, he can't kill Gaara.
Yeah.
Gamabunta saves Naruto from falling, and he loves him now, EliteAri. This is so sweet. First time since the 4th Hokage, someone has stood on his head.
Yep.
They transport Naruto to the hospital with the big paw print in the ground. Oh, that was cool.
Yep.
Gaara tried to kill Rock Lee in the hospital, EliteAri.
Oh my god. But before this, more importantly, wait a minute. Why on earth was Shikamaru, like, with Naruto there, waiting with him? What on earth was going on?
Well, because he was with Choji, but he got bored or something. So he likes.
Wait,
I
don't know about this. It was weird because he was sitting there and he's clearly looking at the time, like, I want to get out of here. But he like didn't. He just wanted. Why was I?
Well, he says, "When's this idiot gonna wake up? He's bored."
Yeah, but I don't know. It felt weird. I don't feel.
If you knew, they're gonna be pals.
Yeah, maybe.
You get used to it. Now, if you knew 2 people that were in the hospital, you're going to get bored with one and go and visit the other, I reckon.
Like when they're unconscious, like sit next to them and wait for them to wake up? I don't think
True.
so.
He went in to check and then he was like, I'll just sit here for a little while since I'm not... Because he had the food and he didn't want to tease Choji because he couldn't eat it. Makes sense.
Okay, I'll have to take this as
maybe he went to visit Rock Lee.
That I could believe, yeah. Rock Lee is interesting.
Well, then he went to see Naruto afterwards.
I just feel like we've never, unless I'm forgetting, has there been a moment where it's like Shikamaru likes Naruto or something and isn't just annoyed by him? Not really. Okay, I don't know.
They probably said a few things to each other while they were watching the matches or something. But theoretically, they have known each other like most of their lives, but they haven't shown any friendship. So. True. Gara tries to kill him. There's like spooky horror movie shots of him like creeping behind people but
Yeah.
never coming out.
This was a weird thing to me. I
All
don't
the
know about
characters are
this.
in the hospital.
Like opening the doors and then like Sakura's opening the door. It was weird to me. I don't think it really landed or anything.
Yeah. Maybe it worked better in the manga or something. I was sure this was filler, but I checked and it was in the manga. So, but yeah, Ino's there and then Choji's there, and it's like, okay. Shikamaru was checking on Naruto. The sand stopped. Oh, true. The sand and the thing stopped because Gara did it, I guess.
Yep.
That was kind of cute.
No,
I guess.
yeah, it was the sand demon automatically doing it to all sand around him.
That's true. Naruto is out for 3 days and the finals are tomorrow.
Oh,
they
my
want to
God.
eat food in front of Choji. That was very nice.
Yep.
Why would they do that? This episode is shot like a weak ass horror movie. I have written down.
Yep.
We see a little bit of Gara backstory as he's freaking out. Both he and Naruto have a demon inside them.
Oh,
Gara's
my God.
unborn self was fused with a Shikaku by his father. He killed his mother coming into this world, just like Tyrion Lannister, bro.
Yep.
Gara has love written on his forehead. I don't know if it said that in your subtitles, EliteAri, but that's what the red thing on his forehead says.
It says love?
But he has no love. Yes, it says love. It's always written on his forehead. There's always something written on it, EliteAri. Don't tell me you didn't notice.
Nope. No, I know there's like a symbol, but I don't know it had letters or whatever.
Well, it's like a kanji or something, you stupid idiot.
Oh, wow.
He's the Kage's child. Then he tried to kill me or something, he says all dramatically. Gara's reason to live is to kill. He's an evil Naruto. But then Guy saves the day again, EliteAri. We learned a little bit about Gara here. Were you fascinated?
Yeah, because Naruto realizes that this was a path in life he could have gone down if Iruka-sensei didn't save him. Oh my goodness.
We love the great Iruka Sensei.
Yep.
This was also kind of the thing with Haku a little bit, but it's obviously more direct here with Gara. So, and Gara's much more evil.
I don't know. I feel like it's like it feels really obvious, unless I'm like missing something. Where it's like Gara just, he wishes he was loved by his parents. And that's it. And I feel like that'll probably be the big revelation during his fight at some point with Naruto. I don't know if it'll be in this tournament or like later. But yeah, he just wants love.
Do you think his father is going to express love to him?
No, absolutely not. That's definitely not going to happen.
Oh.
Yeah, his dad's a bad guy. Now, who will express love to him? Are we going to get a My Hero Academia, like Deku versus Shoto in the tournament where he's like, you define yourself, not your father? Are we going to get that moment here? Maybe. That's where My Hero got it from, potentially. I don't know.
That was a tournament arc.
Yeah. There's a lot of parallels to that. If anything, like I would probably choose that one because that is also the one where it's like Todoroki is obviously much more powerful than Deku at that point. Is at least the way it comes across.
And he's got elemental powers, and he's got a scar on it. Well, I guess the scar on his face instead of the writing on his face.
Yeah.
People probably said that he was like Gara.
Yep.
But true.
Yep.
That's that little scene.
True.
Naruto can't sleep because when he goes to the venue, we see it. Then he wakes up late, and Konohamaru and him have a wacky adventure to get there.
Is this filler? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, this is the most obvious thing in the world. I'm like, why on earth would you change and ruin the tone like this, like midway through? It was so silly.
You gotta fill some fucking time, EliteAri. You want to watch 80 episodes of this?
That doesn't mean the Hinata stuff is filler, right? With Naruto?
No, the Hinata stuff is in. I did go back and check this. All the shots of them all like doing their final training, that was all in there. Excellent. It was just the Konohamaru showing up out of nowhere. Yeah, that was and Naruto didn't get chased by bulls into the stadium. He was just like standing there with everybody.
Thank God.
In the manga, so
yeah.
We love the great manga here. We all should be reading it.
Yeah.
They do have a wacky adventure. There's a bull or something. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He also gets free ramen. That was actually that was in the manga too, I think.
Good.
Shikamaru and Ino and Choji's parents' introduction. True. We already talked about that though. So and Shikamaru's dad didn't even know he was in the finals.
Yep. I didn't even know that was No, I knew it was his dad. I didn't know it was the other person, Ino's mom or dad or whatever. Yeah.
And Choji's dad. Yeah. And Shino's dad, not Shino's dad. Shikamaru's dad says it's drag all the time too. Just like father, like son. Yes, that's the funniest thing you've ever heard, and that's why you love Shikamaru. Now, they did look really big. They would like, especially compared to Shikamaru. That's something I noticed in that scene. I was like, these are like real dudes right now. And Orochimaru couldn't beat these guys. These guys are tough.
I think I've said this
Um,
previously. The show does a good job of portraying these as like kids, as actual like coming across as kids, right? Or like teenagers or whatever. Like they look small, like I don't know how to best say it. Then like they just look like kids. You know, they've done a good job. I don't know.
they don't really sexualize the girls at all, really, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah, not at all.
So yeah, they're like kids.
Yep.
I was a little kid when I watched this, Illyri, so they were just like me for real, especially Sasuke. So I was the coolest.
Oh, you were like Sasuke?
Of course, I was like Sasuke. I was the best at everything.
That's like the craziest thing in the world. Okay. Okay, good for you. I don't know why you thought that.
Everyone's, and then now I developed into a bit more of a Naruto, wouldn't you say, Illyri?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I used to hate Naruto, Illyri. He was the worst.
Yeah.
Everyone's preparing. Tomorrow is a full moon, and we see Shino and his father too, but it's for like one shot, and Shino's dad's in the background, and they don't like introduce him, which is kind of funny. But Shino's the wild card leader. You didn't expect him to be here, but he's super strong and he's super cool.
He's got bugs. They're scary.
You can't fuck with bugs, all right?
Yeah,
Bugs will beat your ass. Naruto walking towards the stadium also overhears everybody's like, "Oh, that Neji Hyuga guy's fighting first," but nobody knows the great Naruto EliteAri.
They will by the end of the show.
They're gonna know soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they in about 3 minutes they're gonna know when he pummels that shitty Neji. At least said Denji again.
Yep.
Hinata and Naruto talk. EliteAri Naruto was revisiting the place where he became a Genin. This is the place where they were tied to the poles and they had to eat dinner or whatever. He does. You can even see like the death statue in the background. Does knowing where this go hurt or help your enjoyment, EliteAri? I have written down.
Well, it's a thing where it's like there are definitely moments where I wish I didn't know Hinata's like endpoint. Because like for instance, in the Neji fight, I legitimately could have imagined she could have died there, right? Like there are moments like that where I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't know anything that happens with her. But the stuff with Naruto and their relationship, I probably also wish I didn't know, but like it doesn't bother me as much. I don't know. I think the only thing that it bothers me with is that it ruins a lot of potential, like, oh, this could happen or this could happen, because I know I like rule that out as like possibilities, because but I don't know, it's fine.
Yeah. There is a massive thing it is going to ruin at some point, which is upsetting, but
lovely.
We live and we learn. Naruto's a proud failure. Oh no, I skipped a bit. Hinata feels better after Naruto cheered for her, and she has a monologue about it. Naruto's a proud failure who never gives up, and he's an incredibly strong person, she says. And Naruto was down on his confidence for a little bit, but now he's right back and ready to go.
Because of Hinata. It's so cute.
And that's true. And then he has I kind of thought you were a loser or whatever he says, but actually I like people like you. It was so sweet. Naruto tells her to come and watch, and she's gonna go. And then Kiba showed up and walked with her. Oh my goodness. Naruto, Sasuke, and Dosu are all late, and there's a big crowd, and that's where we end the EliteAri. Did I choose the perfect spot?
Yeah, I'd say it's a good spot. However, I do have one note actually on this last section, which is it's a terrible crowd. Like I don't know, they're situated in like a weird position, and it doesn't look like there's like many people watching. Like it's weird. I don't like it. Hopefully next time we'll get like better shots of it or something. But it looks
there is a lot of people watching, but there is like a dome around the thing, and they're kind of on top of it.
Like the Great Dragon Ball. Now that's a tournament place. Like everyone's watching. There's like a giant crowd.
They're all way outdone by the great Pokemon League. There's massive stadiums in that one that's full of people. That's way cooler. But the I don't know. I feel like there's probably more people in the crowd here than at the World Martial Arts Tournament. But you'll see.
Oh my god, I don't know about that. I guess we'll see more details on it. But,
they are doing the cool thing where like everybody's going to be in the crowd watching. Like Sakura and Ino were sitting together. I think they showed, and Hinata's going to be in there with Kiba eventually, and I'm sure Kakashi will be sitting with the Sakura. Spoiler. Wait, Kakashi's not here yet with Sasuke.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, good point. Yep.
Well, nobody's perfect, EliteAri. But true. It's going to be cool, and the Hokage is going to be watching from a pristine seat. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so epic.
Maybe he'll make an opening announcement or something. Who knows?
Welcome to the 15th annual Chunin exam.
Yep.
Well, I guess, EliteAri, I actually didn't write down many predictions to ask you for, but obviously we've got a tournament bracket here, and I do remember exactly where everybody's placed. So will we get you to predict each individual thing.
Boy.
Do you have any predictions written down besides this that you would like to go over?
So there's, firstly, on this tournament thing, I would probably say that I am much less confident on anything that could happen here compared to the preliminaries. The preliminaries felt a lot more like the fact that we have main characters, they obviously have to progress. Yeah.
We never said the thing about how you don't win if you win. You win by like showing off, and if you win your matches, you just get more of an opportunity to show off. So we do know that like you don't have to. There's not just going to be one winner. There could be 0 winners. There could be 8 winners.
Well, there'll be a winner, but they won't necessarily be a Chunin. But yeah. So there's like 2 questions of like who wins and then who becomes like a Chunin.
So let's go through the matches first. So the first one in order, we've got Neji versus Naruto.
Yeah, it's weird because there's like so much potential stuff that could happen. Like there's like so many possibilities, right? There's the possibility
what the fuck is this little dweeb gonna do against the great Gamma Bunta?
No. There's stuff we need to talk about before this, which is like there's the whole meta angle of Naruto is like an important character. And we don't, firstly, I don't know how long this arc is going to go for, right? It could be like, it could literally only be like 10 episodes, or it could be like massive and it could go on for a very long time. Like this Naruto fight might last for 1 episode or it might last for like 6. Like I have no idea. And that would like determine like what I would think, right? And then like I can't imagine Naruto losing a fight quickly in 1 episode, right? But I could easily imagine him losing after like, say, a 4-episode fight or something like that. Then there's like the separate element of like, I don't even know if this whole exam will like play out or if there'll be like some third party who will like come in and like intervene, like the same way Orochimaru did for the last like stage, right? And then there's like the whole meta element of like, obviously Sakura hasn't passed as a Chunin. So how, like, what happens if the other 2 do, or if one of them does? Like, what does that mean for the other 2, and how do they keep up? And like, what happens to the story at that point? And it feels weird to like separate them at this point. So like, there's that element too. It's like basically there's so much that I just find it impossible to make any strong prediction here. But if I had to,
this is good.
If I just had to go off like, oh, what am I? If I had to bet on one person right now, probably just Naruto because it's the simplest. That'd be my guess.
Oh, he wins again, the great Naruto.
Yeah.
And then we have Gaara and Sasuke as the next one right next to them.
So this is also interesting because it's like now we've set up Gaara as like someone who is barely like he like won, right? But he was close. And then we've got Sasuke who's like hasn't really had his full chance to show off his potential.
Yeah, not at all.
But it's at the same time it's like, is Gaara going to be like is when the day Gaara loses is the day he becomes far less relevant, right? Like if he loses now to Sasuke, it's like Gaara as a threat like becomes like basically nothing. Like obviously later on he can come back as like a bigger thing if he goes and has like a whole side story or whatever, but the day that he like loses a fight outright, if it is to Sasuke here, it's like we're kind of done with Gaara in this kind of part of the story. He could come back later or whatever, but so it feels weird to me that so soon we would dispose of him like by having Sasuke beat him. But I don't know. It feels like Sasuke's going to win. So I'm probably going to go with Sasuke. That's my guess.
The great Sasuke! Woohoo! Yeah. We love Sasuke. That would mean Naruto and Sasuke in the second round. Now that's crazy.
Yeah.
Then moving on, we have Kankuro versus Shino. Oh, who's going to win this one?
I don't know. Like yeah.
Well, think about it. Right next to it is Tamari and Shikamaru. I don't think we're going to get a heel versus heel, twin versus twin battle.
I'm trying to think. Like we got Kankuro has the like puppet thing. Shino's got the bugs. We've already seen the bugs kind of like I don't know. Like do you have him win the same way twice with the bugs? Because it feels like Kankuro could have like a new way of winning, whereas Shino, I feel like he probably wouldn't have a new way of winning. So like story-wise, it feels like Kankuro should win, but at the same time, I could imagine this just being a thing that like doesn't become relevant. Like whoever wins here, like it doesn't matter, they just lose the next time anyway. So I don't know. I'd probably go with Kankuro for this.
All right, Kankuro, I love that guy.
Yeah.
Then the last one is Tamari and Shikamaru. Shikamaru's gonna fight a girl again.
It is true. Tamari, in my eyes, has been set up as like the person to beat because I hate her so much. Shikamaru. I'm trying to think. Like in terms of 1010's squad, is Shikamaru on 1010's squad? I don't remember
No.
Who's on Shikamaru's squad?
1010's on Lee and Neji's.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Shikamaru's is
Yes.
Ino and Choji.
Okay. Oh god, then there's no kind of pairing there. Shikamaru or Tamari? I'm gonna go with... God. Tamari, what's her ability? She's got the fan thing. Shikamaru's got the shadow. Shikamaru we've set up in this hospital. Tamari we've set up, like... With her, we got a backstory for her and everything. And if she wins... So if she wins, she would fight against her brother, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Versus Shikamaru and her brother. I'm gonna go with Shikamaru just because of the fact that, like, we've seen her win already, and she was set up as, like, an antagonistic force where it feels like you need to pay that off somehow, and I don't think her brother is gonna be the payoff to that, so I'm guessing Shikamaru.
We love Shikamaru! Woohoo!
Yep.
Do you want to keep going? Naruto versus Sasuke?
Oh god. I mean, if that happens, then I would imagine Sasuke would win. Because I feel like Naruto has to overcome it at some point.
That great Sasuke beats that little bitch Naruto's ass.
Yep.
What is he going to do against that big fucking frog? Now, on the other side, I think, what do we got? We got Kankuro and Shikamaru.
Oh my god, I just saw it. I saw the vision. Shikamaru's gonna win the whole thing. It's gonna be a thing. Because, like, you're thinking, like, all these other important characters, like Gaara or Sasuke or Naruto, like, one of these people are gonna win. It's gonna be Shikamaru, and he's gonna stand there. He's gonna be like, what is his thing? What does he say? What a
drag.
What a drag. Yeah, it's like, I can
I
imagine
didn't even
that
care, bro.
Yeah, that's the ending. I've seen it. I've seen it in my vision. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Is that why we all think he's the coolest guy to ever exist?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Because he doesn't care about all this tournament stuff.
So he beats Kankuro, and then we would have a Sasuke Shikamaru final.
Yep, and then exactly.
Or alternatively, a Naruto Shikamaru final.
No, it's gonna. We have set them up in the hospital, but no, I think it's gonna be Sasuke and Shikamaru, and then Shikamaru's gonna win because Sasuke's ability will activate or something by accident, and he'll knock himself out or something. I don't know.
He'll get disqualified. He killed Shikamaru. That's sad.
Yeah. But the real question is,
that's
like,
a bracket.
Like, who becomes
Who's gonna get Chunin?
The Chunin. So, how on earth could I have any idea? Because, like, I don't even know the criteria properly. Like, Chunin is, like, you gotta be a good ninja, like, real good enough to be a Chunin. And, like,
the best.
Who demonstrates that? I don't know.
The goodest.
I truly cannot tell you. My only guess would be
Just
that
say a character.
I don't think Naruto and Sasuke are, purely because I don't think they don't want to leave Sakura behind. I can't imagine, like, an arc where it's going to be her trying to become a Chunin now. And if we, like, leave her behind, like, I'm trying to think, like, what do you even do with the story? It could be, like, because I know people don't like Sakura that much, or at least as much as I do. So could that be a reason why it feels like such a weird decision to make not make one of them pass. I don't know. So I think they're not going to make it. Then I have a list of characters. Let me see. Who do I think? Neji, I could imagine becoming a Chunin. They're like talking him big and stuff. Like, he's really got potential. He seems to be very, like, skilled in terms of understanding chakra and everything. And people say that he's, like, the most promising, whatever. I could imagine him becoming a Chunin. But is there anyone else? Gaara, I don't think he has, like, the mental stability for it. So I could imagine maybe the judges, like, seeing that and being like, oh, we don't want this guy as a Chunin. Who else is there? I'll be honest, I think it's probably just Neji. I don't know if anyone else will. Yeah.
That's good enough. We like these predictions.
Yeah.
The EliteAri, is anybody gonna die in the next 20 episodes?
I mean, I'd be very surprised. I don't think so.
What if Gaara kills Sasuke?
You know, I never in a million years would have predicted that the coughing proctor guy would have died. So maybe some random guy will die, and I just won't predict it. Maybe the hot lady will die, the hot lady instructor, and I'll be like, so sad.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah.
That would never happen.
Yeah.
The I was gonna ask something about what you just said before that. I said something about sexy ladies earlier. What did you say? After Neji becoming a Chunin. What the fuck this is just something I was gonna say. It had nothing to do with what you said. With the next one is 60 to 80 EliteAri. So perfect. Well, I think that's perfect. 21 episodes.
Yeah, what's that? Season 2, episode 8 to I haven't. And you know what's even worse? There's season 1 and season 2, right? And there's like other multiple seasons. Within each season, it's like episode 1 to 25, episode 25 to 30 or something. And I'm like, oh my god, why is it like you gotta like click on a season, then you gotta click on like a batch of episodes within the season? I'm like, oh my goodness. And it's like, oh, it's so
EliteAri,
bad. Yeah,
why
go
can't
ahead.
you just use my website and continue paying for this one? So it's like you're paying
Because
for it anyway.
I love Amazon Prime. And any ill I speak toward it here
You
is just
don't.
me venting frustration that is ill-informed. I actually like Amazon Prime, and I'm going to keep supporting it. And I suggest you guys listening right now, you watch on Amazon Prime as well.
I have a translated signs.
Well, I got Google Translate on my phone that I can pull up if I have to translate something manually, okay?
Sounds like a lot of work. So nobody's dying.
Nah, no one's dying.
The when Orochimaru attacks, is he going to succeed?
I don't think Orochimaru is going to attack in this particular moment, but eventually when he does attack the village or whatever, I don't think he will succeed, no.
Who do you think will beat Orochimaru back?
That's a wonderful question that I truly have not ever thought about. But they have set up Frog Guy, so potentially, what's his name? Say his name
The Great
again.
Jiraiya?
Jiraiya.
Curvy Sage?
Like, I could imagine a situation where he comes back and, like, in defeating Orochimaru, he, like, dies or whatever. And it's like he defeated Orochimaru, pushed him back or whatever, but he died as a cost. Or I could imagine that happening. So that's my guess.
They are like, they clearly know of each other. If they're legendary signing, you'd think they'd know each other pretty well. What a rivalry they might have. This Jiraiya doesn't seem like an evil guy besides his raping. And that's just some fun and game tomfoolery from the 2000s, EliteAri.
Yep.
But this Orochimaru guy doesn't seem very nice.
Yep.
Oh, another thing you said that was interesting is like you always said Kakashi was going to die in front of Naruto one day because he's his like teacher.
Yeah.
But Jiraiya is now another teacher. So do you think the same thing for poor Jiraiya?
No, they don't have the same history. I don't. It's not going to happen.
True. And Jiraiya's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Jiraiya's going to freaking die in the next 20 episodes, EliteAri, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, he'll have a heart attack.
Will Orochimaru be the one to kill Kakashi in front of Naruto?
Yeah, I could imagine it, but I have no idea. It could be anyone. I just know it'll happen.
Okay, I've thought of another one too.
All right.
Who's going to beat Gaara?
I mean, Sasuke?
In the end, ultimately. Put him in the ground.
Well, I still stand by the idea that I think he's going to turn out to be a good guy in the end, and then he'll probably like die fighting or something for our good cause. That's my guess. It reads as that kind of character.
Another dead one to die in front of the great Naruto.
Yeah.
Anything else to predict, EliteAri? You know? I don't think there's anything evident. There's like a plot, and there's like Orochimaru, and there's like a third Sannin, and the Hokage, the fourth Hokage.
Right,
what's up with him?
You got to give me a little bit of context, actually. So what episode number are we going up to? You said 80?
80.
And then
80
how many
flat.
in total for Naruto? Like the first thing?
The first one, there's about 135 canon ones, but then we also have to watch the last episode.
Okay. So around 150 on average, whatever. Like just.
I think.
Okay.
The way I've got it calculated is we got this one, then we've only got two more, but the two more, they're both 30 episodes each, I believe.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
But then we're done.
Yeah.
And then we're on to Shippuden.
Yep.
I don't think you want to know if this next part is the end of this arc, so I won't tell you exactly.
Yeah, what did you say? Something about the Hokage?
I think that's about all the fourth Hokage. You think it's Naruto's dad?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And
I was just trying to think, is there any other, like, is it possible that it's like, oh, like in the sealing process, it was just a coincidence that the blonde hair, like maybe Naruto wasn't blonde initially, but the
is he the reincarnation?
Blonde. Yeah, something like that could be a thing. I don't know. No, I still think it's just his dad, and it would like make it a tragic kind of story element. I don't know. I think it's his dad.
Perhaps, you know.
Yeah.
But that's all the freaking predictions I got. You got anything else to say, EliteAri, or should we sign the people out?
I have two notes. One is I switch, between the dub and the sub occasionally, and sometimes not by choice, most of the time not by choice. But one time I did it just to test out the difference, and the dub does a poor job at making, especially in this like preliminary tournament
False.
part, of
Not
having
true.
the voices are very reverbed, where it sounds echoey and like they're talking in a very big room, which makes sense, right? They are in a big echoey room, but it makes it sound like their voice is traveling around the entire room, and like everyone could hear every conversation, and it's not a good choice. If you switch to the sub, they don't do that. The voice is much more contained. Maybe there's like a little bit of reverb, but it doesn't make it have that same effect of like, oh, your voice, like literally everyone can hear every conversation that's going on in the audience. I don't like that, but it is what it is.
Haters gonna hate.
That is true. And then my other final thing is just my 3 favorite characters right now. We have 3.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, number 1, Sakura. We love Sakura. Obviously,
Hinata,
number 2, Hinata.
Lovely.
And then obviously, number 3, Tamari. We love her. So there we go.
Oh, we love Tamari. That's my number 4 overall character.
Yep. So there we go.
Actually, I think it might be 5. I don't remember the fucking ranking. Wait, is that it? There's none other favorite characters? Nobody else shot right up to the top of your list?
Not particularly, no. Like, I still like, there's like Rock Lee I still like obviously Kakashi I still like. Like, these are characters I still like. Ino I still like, yeah. Like, these are all like on the similar tier, I would say. Like, these all the ones I've just named, Ino, like Rock Lee, all of these are really
top
good.
Top 3 worst characters.
I think you asked me this last time, and it's weird. I don't know.
Sasuke and I don't know. Third one.
Worst characters. I don't like Naruto. It feels bad to like put him as like the worst character, but I don't like him like much at all.
Since he's so cool and awesome.
But, yeah. So probably Naruto. I don't know. I don't really have any that I particularly hate. I just don't really care for much of them.
Have you ever hated a character?
Yeah, Zenitsu in Demon Slayer, and I'm sure there's like many others.
Is that the funny guy with the head?
What? The funny guy with the head?
There's the funny guy with like a pig head.
Oh no, I like him. No, he's good. Zenitsu's the guy who is like a coward and yells all the time, and it's like really loud and annoying. He's blonde as well, like Naruto.
I'm trying to figure out if there's a Naruto character like that, but
yeah, true.
I can't think of none. Okay. Well, everybody's very excited for the next batch of episodes, EliteAri, I'll tell you that much.
Yes, as am I. My goodness.
Maybe this time I actually will watch them over the course of a month rather than all in the last 3 days.
I will probably watch them all in a week, I'm guessing, like in the end of the month. Purely because I enjoy doing that. It is good to like get through them in a rapid like kind of thing where I get to take
it's
it all
good
in.
for the memory.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll see.
We'll see you all back next month, EliteAri. Am I the one that does the outros for these fucking things?
Yeah, it's your video.
Well, everybody, we've taken one step further. EliteAri's opinions are mostly the same. He hasn't come around on the great Naruto yet. Don't worry, he will. We love him. He's got yellow hair. Somebody else has yellow hair. Is it a coincidence? We'll find out. Anyway, we'll see you back in a month. Support links in the description below. Thanks.